Hello, everyone, and welcome to my new domain. For I am the master of magnetism. And I also can't see or anything that my co-host is saying because I can't wear my headset under this. Greetings and welcome to the 25,000 subscriber stream, which is also our normal Monday stream. It's going to be a combined thing. And I really like this helmet, but it's cutting into my nose, so I gotta get it out.
Welcome, X-Chicken.
It is painful to wear. And yes, as Spindash says, we are welcome to die, as Magneto put it. All right, just gonna not have that roll. Okay, all right, that was my fun intro. There we go.
So, question: do you have a coin you can flick into Nazi's head? Now
I can. I can't do it on stream, or YouTube will say that's not okay. But I could. It's funny because Hellfire said, "Quick, use plastic on him." This helmet is 100% plastic. So even if I had the ability to control like if I had magnetism powers, I couldn't levitate it to my head as one would like to. And you know what? That is a bummer. Zeltrax mentioned I could put foam inside of it. It actually comes with little foam pieces. It's just they're kind of weird, and I don't want to commit to it because I'm not going to wear it like full time. But it does come with I think they're sitting here on my desk. It does come with these little purple little foam things that I can stick on the inside. Anyways, I got this on GameStop for like $45. And I was like, I want this. So Mr. Jhound says Magneto defeated by wooden gun. Technically, yes.
Which one was it? Was that like one of the old Fantastic Four cartoons? Right? Was that the one with Herbie?
Yeah, I think so. They used wood. He had the same weakness as Alan Scott Green Lantern. Anyways, I got this Magneto helmet because...
speaking of DC characters, first off, hello, I'm Ryan. I'm the artist of the channel. And second, Cal's make on the stream because the kids got him sick.
Yeah, he has no voice, so he's not going to make it this week.
They got him! They got him!
They got him.
What do you mean they got him?
They got him.
Anyways, as I was saying, speaking of DC characters, I actually found out McFarlane Platinum Chase. Actually, two, at GameStop.
Ooh.
I found Sportsmaster. I was actually gonna DM you if you wanted it, but I didn't know you wanted Sportsmaster or not.
I think I'm good because if
I find the question, I'll definitely get it for you.
Yeah, no question. I want the question. Sportsmaster, I think I'm good with the Young Justice one, and him being in my weirdo DC villain shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I actually found the McFarlane digital figure of the Barry Allen Flash.
Oh, nice.
Re-release, quote unquote. And what I mean by quote unquote, I mean it's the classic McFarlane. It's the classical Todd Monkey Paw wish.
Oh, nice.
So he is, pretty much a re-release of the Flashpoint Wave version, but with one exception: his legs transition to sparkly translucent plastic.
Oh my god.
To make it look because it makes it look like he's the Speed Force lightning, speedy. I get the idea they're going with, but I didn't even know. I thought it was just a straight re-release, but no. Todd being Todd wants to make a monkey paw, which you'll get your Barry Allen Flash re-release, but there's gonna be one difference to make a difference.
Yeah, can't just do anything normal at that company, can they?
Yeah, thankfully, it's not too noticeable, honestly, and I could live with it, honestly. It's not you just get some very sparkly. Just Barry was feeling fabulous that day. So
is it not as boots. Egregious as the video game shading?
I did. I saw the Batman of that wave, and not a fan.
Jeez, those are already out.
Yeah,
that's always impresses me, the speed of McFarlane. So, anyways, several people in the chat, AR, Kaiju954, and several people over the weekend. Once I posted this. Guys, we reached 25,000 subscribers.
Woo!
You can't see my happy face behind the celebration art that Ryan did of the sub count is real.
It's real. By the way, later on we'll make that emote. I did make a transparent version of that. We'll make that emote later for both the channel, for members on the channel and Discord.
we definitely need to. I'm gonna put it up here in the corner while we talk about stuff, just because it's beautiful. So I just heartfelt thanks to everyone that's been subscribed to the channel. It really is kind of amazing. It feels like a milestone because it's oh, it's like, that's it. It is a milestone of crossing 25K, because that's like where we start moving towards 50. So I'm super grateful. And I'm gonna keep pumping out videos for everybody, because that is what we do.
Master Van, does this need 24-hour setup stream?
When we do the 24-hour streams, when we have 100K.
Also, like, I mean, like, or we do charity.
Or we do charity. It's either charity. I will do a 24-hour stream for 100K. Like, it would just be like me, like half trying to stay awake, like working through it. But we would do something crazy for 100K, because 100K is when, like I don't know, 25K. Honestly, like, that's a door opening kind of number, in terms of like sponsorship stuff. So that's exciting. So thank you guys. And thanks to everybody that's a channel member as well. I really do appreciate that. I was doing a lot of like stats looking, and the channel members really helped. Muteki, oh my god, celebrate 25K.
Oh,
Here's 20 to buy RoboCop Rogue City. All right,
All right, and also we have a special date. We did this, I think, for one of the anniversary years, but we're bringing it back. I have made that. What I put in the stream chat sound, so you can see the
Cool.
Sound Years tier list, where we rank each year of Sound out.
Yes, we're gonna do that after we do the news. So everybody that's like, I'm only here for the news. Well, you can just be here for the news. I love this, because this was, look, full transparency, this was decided upon about like
a few minutes ago.
30 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, maybe. We're gonna rank the years of the Sound Out. So that'll be great. Thank you so much, Muteki. I am going to be getting I'm gonna get the RoboCop, like, while it's still on sale, for sure. Where's the PlayStation?
Oh god, my wallet got destroyed last week.
My wallet got destroyed last week too. Talk about yours.
Because the pre-orders for Jada, Cammy, DJ, and Gaia went up for Big Bad, or they're available now.
Yeah.
So those pre-orders paid. So I got those, and then on HLJ, my pre-order for Kikaru, from Kaiju 8 Figuart got paid. So that's ow. And then I did, because Amazon put out their Black Friday shopping like sales already up. I did some pretty much early Christmas shopping for my nieces and nephews.
Nice.
Pretty much. I got my youngest nephew the Sonic IW box set, which is pretty much the first three single trades into one, which is the whole
nice.
Battle for Angel Island arc.
Yeah.
So I got him that. Then I got my youngest niece the Pokemon Adventures manga box set, which is like, I think, volume 1 to 7, which is like the red and blue arc. I'm pretty sure of that manga.
That's pretty solid.
And then I got my oldest niece the DC compact of Grant Morrison's Wonder Woman.
Nice. That's a good solid gift buying plan.
I'm a good uncle, and I like to give my nieces and nephews stuff they like, and they like all those stuff, so I got them that also.
You have you're good. You're a good man of culture, spreading the word. Yes, several people have pointed out Giant Man got a hold of my Titan series Wolverine, and we're not exactly sure what's going on.
Oh yeah, and for myself, because they were also on sale, so I spoiled myself. I got Gundam Breaker 4 and Sandland, because they were on sale for like $30 and $20 each.
I love Sandland. I just got back to playing it after having set it aside for.
I popped it in a little bit. Cause I couldn't play that much because busy. But the vibe of that game gave me vibes of like the PS2 era, like platformer games. I don't know, like I got Jack and Daxter vibes when I was started playing a little bit of the game and such. I like it.
Yeah, that game is like super relaxing too, as well, which is great. Let's see. Oh, Kaiju954 said, thank you for letting me know about the TMNT Humble Bundle. Been reading the IDW run for the first time. I am glad to hear that, because that is why I tell people about these things. So I want people to read comics. I love comics. I love comics so much. I'm always glad to hear. Hellfire mentioned DC Finest. Let me grab Batman, because it's here. I've been reading it. All right. And I got this great like comparison to make. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the 25K image is staying up for the intro. I'll just work around it. All right, so here is DC Finest Batman Year 1 and 2. So DC Finest is like DC's version of Epic Collection, where you get things in like publication order, right? And it covers like 1 or 2 years of a character. And they just started doing these, and this is the first one I bought. I don't think I'm buying another one until next year. I think the next one I'm buying is the Legion of Superheroes one. But this is like 632 pages for $40, which in Western comic terms is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It
Like
is,
that's like that's an Omni and with
yeah,
page count that
it
to
really
do
is.
that.
It's nice too because it feels hefty but doesn't feel heavy, which is a good balance. And it's funny too because this I'm reading this West Coast Avengers epic, which is like 530 pages, and it was 50, and this is 630, and it's 40. So super competitive. Very good value. They feel feels wise, they feel about the same. You know, they're the same like trim size, but like the heft of the paper, the cover stock, they kind of feel very equivalent.
That's good. The paper
Which is
quality is
nice.
it's good to hear the paper quality is good on
Yeah,
that.
it feels great. And my mom, who isn't like she doesn't like omnibuses because they're too big and heavy. She wanted to see what the DC Finest was like because she wants to read the Silver Age Superman ones because her era she grew up in. Um, and so I was like, oh, how does this feel? She's like, oh, that feels like you can actually just like casually read it. And I was like, yeah, I think that's kind of how the same vibe I got. Also, Batman Year One is in the original colors, not the touched up modern colors. So
Oh, that's nice.
that's awesome. And the cool part too is it actually doesn't start with Year One. It starts with Batman 401. It
Oh, that's
actually
nice.
it inserts Year One and Two as they were originally published, and
That's
so
really cool.
it's pretty cool. I'm really digging it because I'm somebody that likes like I'm fascinated by like what order things came out in. So it's like basically goes Batman 401, Detective 568, Batman 402, Detective 569. But then as you get down to Batman Year One, which is Batman 404, it does Year One, Part 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it switches to Detective Comics for that next arc. And then so basically it keeps all the multi-parters together, but alternates between Batman and Detective Comics to have it in a nice like chronological format. So I dig it. I'm really, really pleased. And it also, I like that the spine does have the years on it. So it does say 1986, 1987. I think that's pretty nice. And then the back has this little timeline of where it fits. And then it also even mentions Year 1 and Year 2 covers the Dark Knight's adventures after DC Comics Crisis on Infinite Earths continuity reset from
Oh,
November
that's cool.
from November 1986 to October 1987. So like a very specific. This is when it takes place.
That's really cool. That's actually
Yeah,
I like that.
I
Speaking
really
of
like it too.
speaking of comics, 'cause I got this last week, but like
Mm.
I got the Radiant Black Year One. That's my first
Yay!
ever Masseyverse thing, and God, it's high quality. It's really
Mm.
damn high quality.
That is such a
Cause Amazon,
great book for $45 cover price.
yeah, cause I got that in a Amazon's like buy two get one free sale. So I got
Mm.
finally I got the second volume of the Omni of the Shaman King trio ones.
Nice.
So nice to get those in. Man, the connecting spine is so cool on those.
Mm-hmm. It's what's tempting me to like buy the entire set, even though I don't need to. I own
What's
the
that?
last 5, but
Because I like that what Kadanta does that for their trio ones because
mm.
they do that with their Fire Force and Seven Davidson's ones
Yeah,
also.
I noticed that when I was at Barnes and Noble. I was like, oh, that looks like slick.
It's really cool. I wish more companies do that.
I noticed
It's like,
Viz's hardcovers of Fist of the North Star have like connecting blood splatters.
that's why I didn't like.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like them separating Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z
Mm-hmm.
because they're like one of the few manga single volumes that actually does that connecting spine. But like when you separate Dragon Ball and Z and two separate boxes, it just kind of like does not there's just giant break in the middle with
Yeah.
those spines.
Dr. Grid said bought a copy of Radiant Black Massive Edition for my cousin last week. Happy to
Nice.
hear it. Happy to hear it. Cameron Meter, you haven't missed anything yet. We haven't gotten to the news. And let's see. Oh, Psycho says I have no wallet anymore. Soundout, tell the people what he did. He bought a CSM Genesis driver for his birthday. So
Goddamn.
That's a expensive thing. Speaking of expensive things, I started another venture here. I got One Piece DVD set 1 because I wanted the classic Amy Rose off of Target, and she had to ship a $35 order, so I got One Piece Collection 1 and Movie 8, and it's now started something. I got 7 more of these on the way because they've been on sale. I was just like, well, while they're on sale.
Hey, once
So
you finish Naruto, you can watch One Piece.
exactly what I was thinking, because I'm 82 episodes away from the end of Naruto. I'm insanely close, and the damn Ten Tails arc just won't end. The fun part with the
Wait,
One Piece,
oh yeah, wait, is it DVD or Blu-ray?
it's DVD for this set.
Oh really?
This is a 4-disc DVD set. It's episodes 1 through 26.
Thought
Starting
you
with
got.
collection 26, they go to Blu-ray for One Piece.
Wait, had they remastered? Had they go back and did the early stuff in
Nope,
Blu-ray yet, or not yet?
they
Oh, okay,
haven't.
okay, that's
I don't know
only
if they
DVD.
ever will, because it's a lot. But
I mean, it's one of thankfully since this is one to show us to SD.
yeah.
Super chat, $20 super chat from
Oh,
Jamie's
thank
World.
you.
Congrats to 25K subs and well done. May you keep going and keep going and ongoing fans and live support, and hopefully you continue to grow to 50K subs. Congratulations, man! Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so
Jamie's
much,
World.
Jamie's World. That means a lot. Oh, Psycho's got a Optimus Primal. Hooray! You bought all the Beast Wars toys without watching the show. He's watching the show soon. He was watching G1. He finished G1. He's gonna watch animated next, and then Beast Wars. So, Spin Dash says, didn't Japan start remastering the old episodes but also cropped it to widescreen? Yes, they did. So I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna release those. That's why I was like, look, just get
I
what's
imagine
out.
Crunchy would do like some kind of box set
Yeah. The other
for
cool
the
part is
series.
they've kept the spines consistent from volume 1 all the way through volume 36. So they're going to look nice together. The funny part is with volume 26, it switches to Blu-ray. And the cases get double wide because they include Blu-ray and DVD. And I think the reason that happened is because each of these collection sets collects 2 of the volume sets. Oh, MasterBen95 gifted a membership, and Ben
And Ben
Odinson
got it.
Yay! Thank you,
Thank you, Master Ben.
So anyways, there was the awkward thing is that since each of these is 2 volumes, the Blu-ray, the DVD Blu-ray split, like where it switched to Blu-ray, is in the middle of collection 26. So the first half is DVD only, and the second half is Blu-ray and DVD. And so I'm getting that one soon, so I'm curious to see what that looks like.
Reminds me when they did those Kai season sets, because it was a Kai release in
they did
parts,
like 2
right?
parts. Yeah, they did parts, and then 2 parts became a season. So that's what basically these are. They don't keep the volumes in the volumes for One Piece in stock at all times.
Which makes sense.
The
What's the
collections are the
point?
ones that stick around.
Which just makes sense. I really wish
Yeah.
they because I know they keep releasing Dragon Ball Z, but like God, please release Kai already.
I know
Because
it needs it.
Because that's the thing, I know. Because for me, I'm gonna rewatch Dragon Ball. I'm gonna be rewatching Kai, not because because of the cuts in it. It's just the dub is so much better.
The dub and the timing you can save.
Yeah.
JB's World, the current One Piece volume, they just announced volume 36. So I've got a ways to go.
There's still suck a cake line items, so.
Yeah, and also I didn't order 1 through 8. I ordered 1, 2, 4, 8, 9, 24, 25, and 26 because those were the cheapest ones. So between Crunchyroll and Amazon, those are the ones they had for like 16 a piece, I think, for those sets. So I was like, okay, cool. So that's where I'm at with that. Yeah, Buteki says it's gonna be a long collection trip with One Piece. It definitely will be. My plan too is just to watch it on the discs instead of like trying to catch up on streaming or something. I'll just like watch set 1 and then watch set 2 and then wait till I get set 3 and watch it then. That's kind of the idea. Mr. Juki says, waiting for Black Friday sale at my local V stock. They got most of these One Piece DVDs. It's a good time to pick them up. I also will say it is refreshing to buy 3 One Piece sets for the price of 1 Discotek title. And I love Discotek stuff. That's absolutely zero slight on them. It's refreshing to go for quantity over quality. Yeah, let's see. Psycho says, I bought all of the Beast Wars stuff for £237. Genesis was double that. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, is it basically Kingdom or Retro?
He specifically did the Kingdom ones. He got
Yeah.
Transmetal 2 Megatron first, and then he was like, "Oh, maybe I do need the Beast Wars figures," and then now he has all
Mm.
of them. All right, let's see.
MJ Klein, no, the Funimation just do not include the 4K sub. I think the
Oh
only
yeah,
time did 4K even release their dub on DVD?
they did. There was like a few
Okay.
volumes. There was a few volumes, but yeah, it's just the funny dub and then the Japanese. But it does have the funny dub in 5.1, which is cool. That was pretty neat. It's 5.1, 2.0, and then Japanese 2.0. They have some commentary tracks on them, which is cool too. So I'm pretty happy. It's gonna be a long road getting from there to here, but it's gonna be worth it. I'm glad to hear that your Galaxy Convoy's electronics still work, Infinite. Oh, Psychos, that's right. He said Silver was first, then Transmetal 2 Megatron, and Tiger Hawk was cheap. Then I found cheap bundles. Most expensive was Pterosaur for 33, but I want Red Cheetors for the Gut Gun. Yeah, I kind of need a Gut Gun too, but I kind of keep forgetting that that's a thing I need. Oh, I got Figuarts Valvorod in today, and I'm not reviewing him, so here's my mini review. He's fine. He's perfectly fine. He's what you see is what you get. His articulation, all the Gotchard figures have kind of this like articulation clashing problem with the designs. There's just
How's
not
her like capes? How's her cape / like scarf thingies?
his skirt's kind of like soft. Majade's are kind of soft and they're kind of out of the way. They did a good job making them posable. Gotchard himself. Oh god, I got to figure out how to touch him without touching the chrome. Gotchard himself has the most clashing problems because the armor just sticks out in weird places.
Oh, Master Ben, member for 10 months. Favorite thing made by Mattel. Well, geez, I wonder if the collection above your monitor.
DC Universe Classics.
Yep.
If you had to make me pick a specific thing, though, I will pick Castle Grayskull from Master Universe Classics because that's just amazing. All right, let's do a rundown, everybody, in our text chat while I look towards the notes.
Welcome, Cameron Metter, Ghost Train, Infinite, Jamie's World. Okay, Bright Raider, Jamie Carr, Master Ben, MJ Climate, Snooki, Muteki T, Ender, Psycho O's. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome. All right, let's get to. We're gonna get to the PSAs, aka what happened last week on the channel. So not only 25,000 subscribers, which once again, thank you everybody. We also had the Shinzeto and Jay Commoner Trilogy Blu-ray review, which I went way more in depth on that than I had planned to, but I kind of
Great
enjoyed
video.
doing it. Thank you. I decided to just kind of go like all in on that, looking at stuff. Dr. Grid says, hey. Let's see. And then we also had the video that I watched 18 episodes of Naruto while editing, the Marvel vs. Capcom rosters video, which could have been a much simpler edit, except I wanted to be a flourishy bitch. I just kept,
Very
I was
nice.
like, why not just throw in everybody's theme music and why not do fancy title cards with footage from the games? And I just had a hell of a great time making it.
I'm glad it's doing well. It looks like 3.9K views. That's really good to see.
It's really good. It is the best performing video of the last 10, which is amazing. And I'm glad that it worked out that way because I put so many hours into it. I was working at it at like 12:30 at night on Thursday. And the thing was, I didn't feel like burned out. I was enjoying it. I was having so much fun like editing it. And I was like, I hope people watch this. And people did. So I think it was pretty fun. Yeah, Ghost Train. So Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, yeah, that'll definitely happen. Probably not this month or next month, but you know, it'll happen. And I'll do 3 in Infinite, maybe Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Someone left a comment, they're like, could you do this for Marvel Rivals? And I need to respond back going, technically yes with the variant skins, but the main skins are
we
unique
don't have
designs.
any. I hope we do get them.
We do, because they're great. Kaiju 54, are we going to get a V3 Blu-ray review? Yes. So on the docket for this week is that on Wednesday will be my review of the Digimon the Movies Blu-ray from Discotek. That I went in depth on and like the new dubs and stuff, so that's going to be its own standalone video. Friday's video will be the SP1 license from Deca Ranger 20th. That'll be Fridays, just because it's Thanksgiving, Black Friday in the U.S. So I figure we'll put out like an easier video for that, and then Oh my god, there's Spin-54 says there's speaking of Tatsunoko, someone uncovered arcade operator passwords that unlock 4 characters that were thought to be Wii exclusive. Well,
Wait,
that's
what?
wild. Gonna have to do some more research on that. So then for next Wednesday's video will be Kamen Rider V3 and Kamen Rider Geats because I finally picked it up on Amazon's Black
The
Friday
story
sale.
arc finally ended.
The story arc finally ended. Yeah. Benjamin Wiseman. My Digimon movies arrived Thursday.
I think a lot of people got it Thursday. I saw because I got it Thursday. You got it Thursday. I saw several people in our Discord got it Thursday.
Yeah. Blade Raider mentioned all the extras on V3. Yeah, there's a ton. What I want to do is because I'm one of the only people that owns the Generation Key Kiter release of V3 on DVD, I want to do like an actual like breakdown comparison of contents and stuff like that. Because I think that'd be fun and informative, and it's like the one time we can do that with Kamen Rider is compare a prior release to a new one. Like we're never gonna get that again, right? But yeah, I'll also cover Geats in that video because I said I would when I got it. I finally bought it because I said if it went on sale for Black Friday, I would get it. If not, I would just buy it for whatever price it's going for. It went on sale for Black Friday, so that'll be fun. And then also in the shorts camp, we had the shorts version of the Every Storm video, and then Figuarts Kaiju number 9, who was very hard to film.
Hey, and just like you thought, the Storm video did better in short form.
Yep,
Then
4 times the views in short form. It's also funny looking at Wolverine and Deadpool. All of my shorts that are about Wolverine and Deadpool separately, the Wolverine ones are like outperforming the Deadpool ones 3-1 every time, and I think that just tells me, that Wolverine's more popular.
it's bright yellow.
bright yellow. But yeah, the Kaiju number 9 short was like rough to film because I'm very unbalanced.
Because I see other videos where he seems balanced. I wonder if that's just due to the table.
It may be the table. I was having issues with a more solid table. It's just you have to, because with his arms on his back, you just have to balance him appropriately.
Because he's such he's so like gangly and everything.
Like right now on my shelf, I just have him leaning up against the wall so he doesn't fall over. Oh yeah, that's right. They Media Blasters released the first, but not the next on DVD. So I will be doing, and I have that DVD, so I will compare it whenever that comes up. In 4 to 5 years. That's just Media Blasters luck. I did not buy classic Snake Mountain, Master Ben, because I didn't have room for it.
Man, that thing's even more bigger.
All right.
I mean, this man didn't buy the cat slayer. He knows something's wrong with his face.
I was watching an interview with Super 7 talking about the cat slayer, and they're like, "You're gonna love it, and then you're gonna hate it, but then you're gonna love it when you find the space for it." And I'm like, "Oh, me and the Dragonfly."
Where is that?
I tipped the box it came in up like a little like nightstand table, and then just put it on top of it. It's just sitting there. I don't know what to do with it. The X Mansion Lego set is much easier to manage than the helicopter.
Because it's just a box.
Yeah. I did not get the Cat Slayer, just for clarity. I didn't. I was like, no, the Thunder Tank is already a big enough space hog as is.
If you had the space, will you have bought it?
Yeah, if I had the space, sure, but I don't. So, and the thing I thought about too is that like because of how big it was, it's just like even if I had the space, I may not have done it because it's
practically a Barbie dream house, but for cats.
It is, yeah. Psycho's Omega Prime is due out fall 2025.
Fall? Okay, fall?
Yeah, and it's been like that. I checked the cached pages because I keep track of this stuff. It's been fall 2025 since the campaign opened. I think we all just kind of glossed over that.
I feel like that's probably going to move up. Because
I think it's going to move up too. I would hope so, but I wonder if it's just like once they finalize the production's just heavy because those are 2 big ass figures.
I know the reason we haven't got the prototype for a long bit because I remember Evan said that apparently they just caught the prototype.
Yeah.
Just then when they appeared during around New York Comic Con or PulseCon, 1 of the 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Psycho's fall September, so yeah, like September, October. The question is, are we going to see Omega Prime first, or is Wicked Part 2 going to come out first? That's on my mind. The other thing with the Ecto 1, speaking of Haslabs, Ecto 1 is at 9,457 backers, 7 days, 6 hours to go. So I'll have like one more reminder for everybody next week. I'm pretty confident once the FOMO kicks in the last 48 hours, it's going to fund.
It's almost there. It'd be really kind of a shame
If it
if
doesn't
it
make it,
doesn't.
I'm probably going to cry
Honestly.
a little bit because it's so close. It's this close. We're this close to greatness, guys. This was kind of like Giant Man when we weren't sure Giant Man was going to go, and then he just like sailed through in the last 2 days. So I'm kind of hoping something similar. But that's your reminder. Go back the Ecto 1 if you want it. All right, and then last thing before we get to news, let me do this. Let me turn off this image for now. Let me switch this off. I saw Wicked this weekend. I have thoughts.
Part 1.
Part 1. I love how my theater on the little marquee that showed what movies were playing just said Wicked Part 1. Like, they weren't playing. They're like, we don't want to hear any complaints. We're just going to tell them up front.
We already got news for Part 2, so might as well.
They filmed Part 1 and Part 2 at the same time, so they're already in post.
Welcome back, movie for the 2010s.
Yeah.
The Part 1, Part 2s.
Yeah, it's like Infinity War and Endgame where they actually filmed them together, not like Fast and Furious where they didn't and they still haven't, and we don't know when that's coming.
Say, is that franchise still in like hiatus mode right now?
I think so. They haven't started filming it yet. So the thing with this movie, there we go. I remembered how directions work. I am much like Zorro. I have no sense of direction. My theater was well behaved and it was packed. It was a standard screen, but like all the upper seats were filled and like the first 2 rows of the lower section. And this was like a Sunday afternoon too. It was pretty amazing. So Wicked Part 1 is how do I put this? Fantastic is do I want to go fantastic because it was pretty fantastic.
I heard good things about it.
It was really good.
One of those films that I have no interest in seeing because I never check out the. But I heard good things about it.
Yeah, so here's my establishing bias. I'm a huge Wizard of Oz fan. Have been for a long time. I see every adaptation of the Wizard of Oz as it comes out, but I knew nothing about Wicked going into this. I'd never seen the play. I'd never read the book, and I was like, okay, let's see how this turns out. And I was like, oh wow, this is easily my top 5 of the year. The thing is, this is a musical in the way I haven't seen a musical in a long time. This is like a capital M musical, not just like, oh hey, it's a musical. Like Wonka was like a musical, right? But Wicked is a musical. Like there is like so many songs in it. Like it's just top to bottom songs, lavish sets, great costumes, grand theatrics, like it just really like it just pushed the envelope on every single part of the production to make it seem like a grand lavish musical fantasy. And it's funny because I don't think a single Disney live action remake of their musical fantasies gets anywhere close to this. It, it's funny because this is Universal. Once again, kind of taking Disney's formula and improving on it. But in this case, what I found that was amazing was that there was so much to it that like it wasn't just, oh hey, big fun musical, but it had like a lot of great layers to the characters and a lot of great layers to the world of Oz, and they expanded on a lot of things. And I think that was probably helped by the runtime because it's 2 hours and 40 minutes. It's longer than the Broadway musical, and it's just the first half. But I was engaged the whole time. But again, I love musicals and I love The Wizard of Oz, so that's probably part of it. But I think that this was like just from a filmmaking perspective, just incredibly solid. And considering it's John M. Chu, that was really surprising because that guy doesn't have a great like film history of movies he's made. But I thought both leads were great. Ariana Grande was great. Cynthia Erivo was fantastic as Elphaba. It was just amazing. And the last like 15 minutes of the movie is essentially one long musical sequence that's tied with the emotional character and story climaxes, like all wrapped together. And then it ends with a giant to be continued. And I'm just like, that's amazing. I can't wait for part 2. So I'm excited. I went from like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it. It's a Wizard of Oz thing. Oh, I'm excited to see it. But like to go like, oh wow, I think that was one of my favorite movies of the whole year, like easily. Um, I know it's been a rough year for movies, but still, it was solid. Mr. Dookie said, "Did you hear people that want Cynthia Erivo for Storm?" Yeah, I see it because the flying sequence at the end of the movie, which is not a spoiler, they put it in all the trailers. The flying sequence with a giant cape made me go, "Ooh, Storm." But yeah, I thought it was fantastic. Hey, Commander 64. So if you like musicals, you like Wizard of Oz, it's the movie for you. If you don't like musicals, don't see it because it hits you with a song before the credits even start. Like it starts, and the opening of the movie is great too because I wasn't sure where they were going to start the story based on the trailers. Because like, oh yeah, it's going to tell the story of like Glinda and the Wicked Witch, and like how they met and stuff. But like where it starts kind of shocked me, and I was like, that's an amazing way to start the movie. And so I was all in. And yeah, and some people mentioned the book had a lot of mature content in it. I haven't read the book. I might read the book after watching part 2. I said that about Dune. I haven't done that yet, but Dune's like a 650-page book, so it's not my fault. Yeah,
You said that. Look at your One Piece. Look behind you with your One Piece.
there's a
Manga.
difference. There's a difference with all this because I'm
Does
on
one have
volume
pictures?
8-7. It has pictures. Exactly. If One Piece was a novel, I wouldn't be as far in as I am. But yeah, no, I really liked this, and the fun part too is I looked it up later. Was the where they put the to be continued is where the intermission is in the musical. It's
Oh,
like
that's cool.
I was like, perfect. That's the perfect place to split it, and it ends on such a great scene that you're like, I do want to break before the next part because it's like it's so emotional that you're like after I had chills like for the last 10 minutes of the movie, and then the to be continued. I was like, oh, I can breathe. I was like, the
They do
emotions
it.
can can.
Did they do it next time on Wicked?
They didn't. I kind of wish they did because they've already filmed it, right? But they just did. And it was fun too. It was in the old font of like the 1939 Wizard of Oz movie. It was just to
That's
be
cool.
continued, and then it just left it, and then it rolled the credits, and I was just like, that was amazing. That was amazing. And the fun part too. Speaking of the part 1 thing, the movie starts, they do the credits, and then they drop the title card, and the title card's in the Wizard of Oz font, and then it says Wicked, and then the part 1 just magically appears, and then it goes into the movie. So it told you up front that it was going to be a part 1, which I think was kind of fun. But yeah, I know I really liked it. I really, really liked it. So we'll hear about it again when I rank the movies I watched this year, because we like doing that. I'm going to do that again this year. We did it last year. It was fun. Just like,
Yeah.
let me rank all the movies I saw. Yeah, I can just tell you right now, it's an
It was,
expert.
half it was Ben Piece from the DCU.
Yep. That's going to be fun. Muteki says this physical is going to be 2 releases, and yeah, Walmart claims the Steelbook won't ship till November 1st, 2025, but I doubt it. I think it'll be.
That probably is some kind of
I
combo
think it's just a
movie
place.
part.
They'll probably
Have
do
they
the
done
2-pack, yeah.
have they done that yet for the Crisis movies yet?
No, they haven't.
I think they're doing that on purpose for you
Yeah,
on
and
you.
and they didn't put them on the Amazon Black Friday sales. I was gonna buy them on
you need
Amazon, but no, they're not on sale
you
still.
need you need to finish that spine video sent out.
I know, I know. Part of me wishes I had bought the Blu-rays and then watched the movies because now that I've watched them, it's harder for me to like commit money to them. Especially because I could buy one Crisis movie or 26 episodes of One Piece for the same price. Oma Andrew says, when have domestic shipping dates been accurate in the last decade? Yeah, every other website just lists Wicked as coming soon, so I think it's just a placeholder date. They're like, well, it'll come out before the next movie, because the next movie is November
Well,
21st.
my favorite ones are when
Yeah.
they come out like in a year in the year like 2055 or something like that when they get
Yeah, they put some
when they
insane,
get that wrong.
insane thing. Yeah, I think it'll probably ship, like, the Steelbook's probably coming out in, like, January, February. Also, Walmart, it's a Walmart exclusive Steelbook, but it was funny, after Deadpool and Wolverine were the Steelbooks for like $65 a piece.
Ugh.
Walmart's like Wicked for $34.96, and I was like, oh, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I'll order it. And they're like, free shipping's at $35, and I'm like, evil. It was 4 cents cheaper, and I knew they did that on purpose.
That's like the biggest problem with Disney Steel because I've been
Yeah.
seeing people complain about that because of the upcharge they
Mhm.
are. Like, oh,
Target put the new Disney Plus steelbooks on the buy two get one this week, so I got 3 of them ordered there, and then I kept one at Amazon because one was a little cheaper than the others. So that's where I'm at. But you know what I did to get my free shipping on Wicked? I thought smart. I was like, what could I get? I bought the soundtrack CD because
nice.
it was only like $13. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm not spending that much extra. Um, so yeah. Anyways, let's get to the news. I could go on about Wicked all day because I just enjoyed it so much. Speaking of the Wicked dolls, I got the email today from Mattel that's like, new product recall. Wicked dolls have a porn website on the back of the box.
Oh yeah, because the website URL,
Yeah, the
right?
website URL they put
Right.
on the box is wicked.com. Wicked.com is a porn site. Wickedmovie.com is the one for the movie. Um, Big oops. I noticed at Target that they didn't have any of the dolls in stock when I was there the other day.
That's probably why. That's probably why
Yeah,
they're recalled.
I think they got recalled. The email did tell me that there's a Michelle Yeoh doll and it's exclusive to Walmart, which I didn't know about. So once they come back out again, I need to go look for that because it's
Like
Michelle Yeoh.
Michelle Yeoh, the actress, or her
Or her
character.
character. I forgot what her character was in Wicked. Madam something. Madam something.
Web,
Marble.
Web.
Not Madam Web. No. Um, I don't want to say anything because it's spoilers, but it's funny because actually I'm gonna pull up the email because this is just too funny. I gotta read this to you guys because it's just I am loving how chaotic some things are. It's the 25th anniversary. I was gonna say the 25th anniversary stream. I'm not that old.
We're not old.
uh,
Is that when classic Soundout and modern Soundout team up finally?
yes,
And then they're just separate, and
it's
then they're
like
the separate cow,
yes,
and then they're the separate Chaos Generations campaign.
exactly. It's like I was gonna say it could also be like Day of the Doctor, but different soundouts.
Yeah.
Where is my Mattel email about the recall? Mattel. Let's see. There we go. Found it. Important product notice. Oh, this is too funny. This is too funny. Okay, let me click. Where's my button? All right. I guess I'll pop up. It's news. It's news technically. All right. So check this out. So actually, here, let me fast forward it. All right. So it says Mattel was made.
Oh god, Ray Ray said something funny about the book that I don't think I can say on the stream.
Oh my god. Oh, you know what's funny is I know exactly what scene that must have happened in because of the movie. Like I know I need to read that book after part 2 comes out. 'Cause I really want to see it in movie form first and then read the book. So yeah. All right. So let's see. Mattel was made aware of a misprint on the packaging of Mattel Wicked Collection dolls, which intended to direct customers to the official WickedMovie.com landing page. Parents are advised that the misprinted incorrect website is not appropriate for children and not a website Mattel intended to promote. We deeply regret this unfortunate error and taking immediate action to remedy it. Since the error was brought to our attention, Mattel has stopped sales with retail partners and halted further shipments to ensure packaging can be updated to reflect the proper website. Consumers already in possession of the products are advised to discard the product packaging or obscure the link found on the package and obscure the link found on any instruction materials. Customers who also purchase the prize as collectibles and prefer to keep the packaging should ensure minors in your household are not exposed to the erroneous URL by obscuring it. The phrasing of this is fantastic. And then it says the following Wicked Collection dolls are impacted, and it's all of them, including the Mattel Creations exclusive 2-pack.
Even though that's for mostly adults because
Yep.
of Mattel Creations.
That's true, Meticulous. They aren't threatening us like NECA. This is one of those recalls where they're not like, don't send it back, just cover up that website.
Put green tape over it. I just love it. It's like all of this because of one simple accidental typo.
Yep.
Oh god,
What's
I can't
funny
wait for.
too about this is that I found out that some of these things are exclusive to stores. So like apparently the mass retail ones are Elphaba, Glinda, and Nessa Rose. Nessa Rose is Elphaba's sister. Um and then Glinda and Elphaba's deluxe versions, like they're like these $40 dolls and they have like more elaborate like dresses. Those are retail. Singing Glinda is retail, but singing Elphaba with the famous song Defying Gravity is a Target exclusive, which I didn't know about. And based on like the context in the movie, I think that this was done intentionally because she's not as wicked as you'd think. Anyways, Madame Morrible, that's her
Can't
name.
wait.
Apparently, she's a
I
Walmart
can't wait.
exclusive. Apparently, the Prince is a Target exclusive. And apparently, they have university outfit versions of Elphaba and Glinda. And so now I need to find a Madame Morrible for my mom's doll collection because my mom went out and bought all the dolls before, like a week before the
With
movie
with the typo. With the typo.
with the typo. Was it? No, it was. We went out before going to see Dragon Ball Daima. We have the ones with the typos. And my mom wanted the dolls, so we got them all. But I didn't know there was a Walmart exclusive Michelle Yeoh, so you know, gotta fix that later.
Can't wait for years. I can't wait for people like scalpers try to go like, oh, I'm gonna make this doll cost like
They've already started.
100.
I
Oh really?
I was googling Wicked dolls, and I saw that there was like the two $40 deluxe ones plus like the Prince, which is a $25 doll, selling for $240, and I was like, no.
Like just because of a typo. God.
Yeah. It's the funniest thing. I will say though, my mom opened the singing dolls. Even though in the package, whatever, doesn't matter that much. But she opened the singing dolls, and in the demo package, the dolls sing for like 3 seconds. But when you open them, they sing about half the song in like multiple.
Is it actually
clips.
is it the actual song or sound alikes?
No, it's the actual
really?
song. It's the actual like soundtrack version, like broken up into 3 audio clips, and then you can just press it, and then it's like you can get the parts of the song, which is like it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Let's see.
Part of me really miss like really bad sound alike actors for toys. There's always like a charm. There's always like some kind of charm to it.
Also, the speaker quality is really good, and the singing dolls are only like $25. So
you know what's my favorite thing?
My mom heard me talk. Here's Glinda. And here she
don't
is
play
singing.
it. Don't play it just in case you get a copyright
I will
claim.
play a little bit of it. So yeah, she sings. It's a pretty good speaker quality too, considering like.
I don't think your mic's picking it up because I can't hear it.
It's not picking up on Discord, but it picked up on the stream, I think. Oh, here's Elphaba. Here you can have Glinda back.
Yeah, make sure you only play it like a femto stick, or else the claims will come to the stream.
Yeah.
You know what's one of my favorite things about the.
Cool.
You know what's one of my favorite things about the first Shazam movie?
Mm-hmm.
Is thanks to that movie and the credits, we find out who's the voice actor of all the evergreen Batman talking toys.
Oh yeah,
because they created it for the movie, so we find out who's the evergreen Batman voice.
Yep.
I still wait for this day when we ever find out who's the voice of evergreen Spider-Man and all those toys.
Yeah. Let's see. There was a couple comments here. Kaijin54 says, "Have been enjoying Daima. It's great. I love it. I love Daima. Dragon Ball Daima's been really fun." Mr. Duki said, "That's either a nice payday for the actresses or another crisis for legal." Spin Dash says it reminds me of the talking Austin Powers figures from back in the day, except those had naughty words on purpose. That's very true.
Super chat from Common Jojo. Are you guys into the Dynasty Warriors series? I play a lot of the crossover game.
I'm mostly a Dynasty Warriors Gundam and Pirate Warriors guy.
I play Hyrule Warriors, I play Fireman Warriors, I play the Gundam Warriors, I play Pirate Warriors. I play a little bit of like the main Dynasty Warriors game, but mostly the other like licensed Warriors games is what I mostly play.
I do the same. I did play one Dynasty Warriors though. I think it was Warriors Orochi 3. I played that one. That was fun. All right. Oma Ender said, strangely better quality than some CSM speakers. Yeah, it actually sounds better than my Digivices that cost $100. I'm going to be real. Let's see. Yeah, Tomo, these are from the bad website packaging, but we opened the singing ones because, like, you know, they sing. Oh, and Logic Blaster says, "How are you doing, Soundout? Love your channel." Thank you, Logic Blaster. I'm doing well. And I think we should probably get to the news because we've been going on about Wicked and the dolls. And
is there any Star Trek talking figures that has like just like Kurt like grunts or something like
that? There was a Picard, Riker, Borg, and Q, and I have the Borg, and the Borg is it is audio from the show, but it is like so crunchy because it's from like 1994. Yeah. All right.
all I can think is like the classic Bandai America generic, like "Go Power
Yeah.
Rangers," something like that.
I know. I think that's why I was surprised when we pressed the button on the Wicked Dolls and it's like the actual voice.
These gimmicks,
Yep. All right.
gimmicks.
Okay, last thing before we get to the actual comic news. AR said thoughts on the Sam Witwer Star Trek shorts. So there was, I'll just talk briefly about it because I didn't want to get super into it because it's like super deep Star Trek lore. The Roddenberry Archive has been doing these shorts where they've been using physical and digital prosthetics with actors to make them look like other actors. So like Sam Witwer got to play William Shatner's Captain Kirk by having like a face mask that makes him look like Kirk from Generations. And then like they did some like digital tweaking with it by working with Shatner on it, and it's like incredible. Like it's just like crazy technology, and they did this really cool short about like Kirk visiting Spock on his deathbed, and it's all like super interconnected with Trek lore from like Alpha canon and Beta canon. It was like I was like super impressed by it. It doesn't make a lick of sense to anybody that doesn't know deep Star Trek lore though. But it was really cool. It was really cool. I thought it was really great. And also Sam Witwer can now add Captain Kirk to his roster of famous sci-fi characters. You know,
That's a lot. It's a lot.
he has a lot of Star Wars, but now he's got some Star Trek in him. All right, comic book news. So the biggest news of this week was Free Comic Book Day announced the free comic books for Free Comic Book Day 2025, which is coming up in May. Blade Raider, the short, is not officially made by Paramount, but it's licensed by Paramount. All right. So let's look at the comics for Free Comic Book Day. Go visit your local comic shop, get free comics. It's the first Saturday in May.
And when you do, just
Yeah.
buy something. Also,
Oh
don't just
yes.
like take out the free comic. That's always like a PSA I always have for me. Is that I'm going to free comic day, I'm gonna buy something at the store.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Most
that.
stores run sales on Free Comic Book Day, so always buy at least something.
Mhm.
Yeah, Mr. Doogie, but we'll get to that Doctor Who news. This is the lineup of Free Comic Book Day. I'm gonna just point to things that stood out to me. There's a new
So,
Energon Universe special coming up. Yeah.
so for the question, what's up with the golden? Because I don't remember this from previous years.
Okay,
This
so this
weird
is
gold and
always how it
silver.
is. Uh, Gold tier comics are the publishers of the gold tier are putting more money into Free Comic Book Day than the publishers at the silver tier. And some publishers will say we're basically like Marvel and DC will be like, this is our premier Free Comic Book Day special, and then the silver will be like their lesser one. Usually gold tier comics are new material, whereas silver will be more like preview material. So that's the major difference between them. Like for example, like the Archie Comic Spectacular is probably new material, and the Free Comic Book Day website tells you like which is new and what's preview. So like for example, if we click on the Energon Universe special, it'll say exclusive original material because it's going to be like 3 new stories: one for GI Joe, one for Transformers, one for Void Rivals. They did this last year as well.
This year.
This year, yeah. Sorry, I'm already in 2025. This one's a minor spoiler, but I'm just gonna say because it's been out publicly. The Power Rangers one is going to be a Power Rangers VR Troopers flip book. So on one side it's going to be Power Rangers, on the other side it's going to be VR Troopers.
Hey, I got spoiled by because my comic shop doesn't carry Prime. I had to ask them to order for me, so whoa, I got spoiled on that.
Yeah, I mean, Boom spoiled it themselves with the variant cover.
Well, I didn't see any of the variant covers. I
They
just saw
they
the
they
main one.
they tweeted it out the day the comic came out.
Well, I wasn't on Twitter anymore
Yeah, see
when they did that.
But anyways, this is going to be
So,
completely original material, and they're doing a flip book calling back to the 1995 comics. It used to be a Power Rangers VR Trooper comic that you could like flip back and forth, kind of thing.
right.
Anyways, the Speed Racer issue 0 because Mad Cave is doing a Speed Racer comic, which is going to be an issue 0 original material that will lead into the new series.
He has that like '90s mecha pilot hair. They call
He does, and
it.
he's wearing a hoodie, which I don't approve of. For Marvel, the big Marvel book is a Spider-Man and Ultimate Universe combined title.
AK skip the Spider-Man Raid Ultimate thing like I did this
Yep.
year.
Yeah, no, it's going to be Joe Kelly and John Romita Jr. doing say remind us who Peter Parker and Spider-Man are. Like anybody needs to be reminded. And then an exclusive prologue to the summer's blockbuster Ultimate event from Denise Camp, Cody Ziegler, and Jonas Schraff. So that's going to be
There's
probably
also,
tied
I
into
mean,
the
we have
Wolverine stuff as well.
the other Marvel ones. It's like I think the Made for You book. I think.
Yes, we'll get to that. Dark Horse is doing a Young Jedi Adventures and Avatar Last Airbender combo, and Dynamite has just lost their damn minds. I mean that complimentary. Thundercats Powerpuff Girls.
Is it a crossover or is it
It's
like
a
a flip
it's a
book? Oh, the
it says two
crossover.
Titans of
Okay.
animation together for the first time. The Powerpuff Girls travel to Third Earth and discover the world of the Thundercats.
Okay.
And everybody's just confused by them being there, including me.
I kind of love that.
I like it. Yeah, it's going to be exclusive original material. They're calling it. I think it's just they list it as a number 0. I don't know if it's leading into another series or if it's going to be a one shot. But it does specifically show the animated version of the Thundercats, not the current comic version.
Well, good. Well, is there any design difference between
Yes,
the?
everybody's got new costumes in the new comic. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Silver Comics, Boom Studios is doing a 20th anniversary special, which I assume is going to be like a combined stuff of their original IP. We've got, let's see what else is going on. Oh, Gargoyles comics aren't dead. There's a Demona one shot. It says exclusive original material. Gargoyles Demona number 0 kicks off an electrifying new chapter in the timeless saga of the Manhattan Clan, culminating in an unbelievable 4-page preview that leave readers old and new clamoring for more. God, I hope so, because the current Gargoyles comics have been so freaking dry and confusing. I want to love the current Gargoyles run. I just find myself bored because I think part of the problem is they work as quote-unquote season 4 when there was quote-unquote season 3 comics that have not been reprinted in 20 years, so I feel like I'm missing a chunk of the story, and the current stuff is not that engaging because I feel like it's building off of stuff I am not able to read, but hopefully that'll get fixed because they're finally doing reprints next spring. So, anyways, Gargoyles. Godzilla's got one called The New Heroes. There's a Spidey and his amazing friends, as well as an Iron Man and his awesome friends, which is the spinoff show. Then there's this. This is fun. It's a Marvel Voices one-shot that features Storm, Kahori, Mystique, Ironheart, and Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider. So thank you, Marvel. I will take 3.
What's wrong with you? I mean, they're all good characters.
They're great. I know. I'm excited. That's what I mean. I'll take 3 of these copies. 3 copies. Not 3 of these characters. I'll take all these characters. I just want multiple copies. The way it's going to work is they said it's going to include a new story for Ironheart, and then it will be
probably reprints.
Yeah, they say explore
stories.
past years of Voices anthologies with selections from Mystique and Destiny's Wedding, Patriots Return to Superheroing, and the introduction of a brand new Ghost Rider and more. So it's going to be like a combination of some of the
They've
other
done this before. They've done this with other free comic day Marvel Voices things before.
So it's pretty cool. Kaijin 54 says the Godzilla one's going to be part of a new Godzilla ongoing. Yep, first look at IDW's new Godzilla universe. IDW's doing a lot of... Let's just reboot our universes. Let's see. Where are we at? Mega Man number 0.
This got me excited because it's our first look at the Udon Mega Man comic.
Yep.
I got super excited when I saw this.
Yeah, looks fun.
Yeah, because one thing I ask you is specifically that rock design, is specifically his Mega Man 11 design, because that is not just just aesthetic thing. It's an in-universe design change in the universe. So that makes
is it
makes
like
the story...
Enzo in Reboot when he aged a year and changed his design?
Yes, cool. a lot of times in the Mega Man series in Classic and X, whenever there's a slight character redesign, it is like an intentional redesign in universe and not just art style shift and such like that. Because I always could tell because when Capcom does new art, specifically in those designs, which tells me that that isn't just the artist that's the designer for that game. That is specifically a new design for them in universe. So yeah, that makes me happy to see. Because the problem with a lot of Mega Man stuff, when it comes to multimedia stuff, is they usually stick with Mega Man 1 and 2, maybe 3 because of Pro Man. But so seeing them use the 11 design, having multiple Robot Masters throughout the games because we have like some from 7, but 9, 6, all that stuff make me really happy to see that we're like they're moving forward in the series and not just go back to the well, the one that most people
Yeah,
know scenario. So I'm really happy to see that, especially
that's good. I'm glad to hear it. Let's see. Is there anything else? Oh,
the Street Fighter versus Rival Schools was really
yeah, Street
cool.
Fighter versus Rival Schools. Like,
More rival, just like yes, more Rival School content. Thank you very
I mean, we're
much.
getting this, and we're getting like, there's another
The
comic
Kako.
coming out. Team Darkstalkers is like it's a Street Fighter. It's like it's weird. It's like Uncanny Avengers, but for Street Fighter and Darkstalkers, where it's like they're trying to stop Jeddah. So there's a team made up of Street Fighter and Darkstalkers characters that are like working together. And so now we got Street Fighter versus Rival Schools.
It's led by Colonel Guile.
Yeah, no, it's kind of has that
Like,
vibe. I forgot when that was supposed to
uh,
come out. Like the recent Darkstalkers one shots led into it.
how are they? How are the Udon Dark Sector comics? I really like their Street Fighter comics when
I like
I
the
get the chance to
Darkstalkers
read them.
comics. I have trouble getting them at my comic shop because
Yeah, that's the problem.
Udon makes it
That's
really
the
hard to order their single issues.
yeah, that's my
Um,
problem. I would like because I really like
yeah,
my rated Udon stuff. I just can't like my comic stores never carry them.
yeah, because I got the Morrigan, the Felicia, and the Jeddah one shots, but I missed the Senkyo one. Because I didn't even know it existed because they don't show up in normal listings. They're very weird. I'm hoping they'll put out another hardcover when Team Darkstalkers is done and put them all together because I have the previous two
See,
hardcovers. So
Spin Dash. See, I wish they could potentially lead into Archie Compendium. That one, unlike Sonic, has more chances of getting released because unlike Archie Sonic, there's no legal with
yeah,
that, and Capcom is more lenient on reprint. Because I think I know Capcom likes to reprint some of the older Mega Man mangas that are like not very that are not like are adaptations of the game. So
yeah.
I feel like an Archie uh like a compendium is a more higher chance for Mega Man than Sonic, which is zip 0.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let's
Let's see.
see. Play rate.
Yeah.
This is why Goliath Chronicles Susie and Treat to me. The comic the creator considers can't. Oh yeah, because isn't that the problem?
That's
Because
the
the
problem
Goliath
is you
can't.
just can't read the SLG Gargoyles comics anywhere right now. The only way you can read them is getting the reprints, which are were a Kickstarter exclusive, but the reprints aren't coming out to like June for the SLG stuff, like June and July, and it's like by that point, I mean I already don't care about the Gargoyles comics anymore because I feel so lost reading them that like I'm hoping when the reprints come out and I can read them, it just like all clicks in my brain. I'm like, okay, I get it, but like it's been very hard keeping up with like reading them because it's just like I'm like I just don't know what's going on. Like, why does like Brooklyn have like 5 kids? Like, what is going on? Like, like there's no recap pages. There's just like little things that are like, and this happened, and I'm like, yeah, but why did it happen? I want to know more.
That's
They
the thing. You know what? That's the thing. Whenever you make a continuation of a series, you must always have to keep in mind there
yeah.
might be new people reading it. It's especially for comic
And especially
stuff
because
where
it was 20 years after SLG stuff went out of print.
there's a reason why you should always. There's a reason why you should always have that little asterisk seen in blah blah blah
Yeah,
book.
exactly. They have none of that, and it's a problem, and it's been I think Gargoyles comics like the current one is ending with 6 issues because I don't know if it's selling. Um,
That's why I really hope more
MJ Klein,
Dynamite
the first
does.
volume of the reprints is the Marvel comics. The second one is the SLG series, and the third one is the SLG like spin-off series. So there's like 3 classic Gargoyles hardcovers coming out. They're currently scheduled for May, June, and July, but I may also remind everybody that Dynamite cannot stick to a date. Single issues
Mm.
constantly slipping dates. Like Johnny Quest at my comic shop got delayed by a week, and they found out when it didn't show up in their shipment, and they were like, "What happened?" And then Diamond was like, "We don't know," and then Dynamite was like, "It's delayed a week." Like they just
That happened to me because the week of when the Knuckles 30th anniversary comic
mhm.
came out, my comic store didn't because they always give me the Sonic one shots and they
Yeah.
didn't get it for some reason that week because I
Diamond's
think
been
Diamond's
kind of having issues lately because my shop's been missing stuff. Like I didn't get Rat City this past week. It's been I don't something's up, and it may also be because of shipping. Like shipping's
uh
everything shipping is a nightmare. But with Dynamite, they have solicited Gargoyles Volume 1, Volume 2, Dark Ages, and Gargoyles Quest. 4 volumes of the current series. Only one has come out. the others have not. They keep getting pushed. Like every time the date's supposed to come up, they get pushed and pushed and pushed. And it's the same issue with their Elvira comics too. Like there's 3 trades in the backlog as well. Um,
Mm.
it's just it's just a
That's
nightmare
why. That's
sometimes to
why.
keep up.
That's why I hope because for their Ben 10 Dynamics Ben 10 I hope
Yeah.
that's a new continuity because I know some people really want them to continue from where Omniverse left off, and I'm like, no, we need to have a new book
hmm
for new fans to read. I don't want as much. I would like to have the old
I hope
continuity
it's like the
continue.
Space Ghost and Johnny Quest comics where it's like we're picking up new. Johnny Quest is
Yeah.
fun because they're like it kind of is a continuation of the old show, but like it kind of works because they don't really have ongoing plots in Johnny Quest.
Mhm.
What they do is they time travel them to present like 2024, so
Mhm.
it kind of works with that. But yeah, I think I I don't think continuing off of older shows is like a good thing in the long run.
Especially when availability becoming worse and worse and worse.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
Anyways,
yeah. What's
speaking of
yeah? What's the
continuations, here's Star
yeah?
Wars. Apparently, it's going to have a Luke Skywalker story and a Qui-Gon Jinn story, and then there's a Darth Vader Kylo Ren story.
Qui-Gon looking very Jesus looking in this
Yes.
in this image.
And then there is this Transformers preview for the worst spot ever, which is a young adult graphic novel that's coming out.
I thought that was already out.
It's
I
I
thought
don't
that was already.
it may be coming out soon. I know we heard about it a while ago. They're calling it the first appearance of Ballpoint. It's a preview material though. It's not like unique to this.
Okay.
So Blade Raider is a good point. X-Men 97 does it right, but I feel like it's an exception. Yeah, and that first episode of X-Men 97 was them dropping exposition every other line of dialogue to catch people up. That is how you
Mhm.
do it. You can't just assume people have seen the stuff, especially if it's not been available. All right, that's it for the comic news. It's entertainment time. First of all, I don't really want to get into this like too deep because I'm in a good mood. Um, Hasbro's CEO states they're going to stop co-financing their movie projects. So,
Chris Cox at it again.
yep. So Chris Cox has said that they're not going to be co-financing movies. So the way that they've been doing it so far is that like if Paramount is making Transformers movie, Hasbro's putting in money for it. They are now going to go to a thing where if Paramount's making a Transformers movie, they're just paying Hasbro for the license. You know what that does? And I think that is going to be a negative thing. That means it puts everything on Paramount. Hasbro doesn't get the same
Mhm.
creative input anymore because they're not. You don't put money in, you don't get creative input. That's how it works. Um,
Mhm.
so this is going to see Hasbro being less involved in entertainment, and they mentioned going heavily into gaming and digital because those are the things that everybody loves from Hasbro, not the toys. Uh, this is the problem when you
uh,
hire a guy from Microsoft who used to work at Xbox's digital division to be your CEO.
it's one of the things where I think about Transformers One, and we're such a good when we get to Sonic. I, I question what happened to something must have happened with Paramount and Hasbro's relationship because seeing how well looks like Sega and Paramount's relationship is,
Mhm.
it really just goes like, what happened scenario.
I
Because like
think
I feel
part
like
of the problem is Transformers One was an animated movie from Paramount because they kind of I was talking to a couple people about this. Their SpongeBob movies, their other animated movies, they cut the trailers exactly the same, and the Transformers One
yeah.
trailer is cut in the same format as a SpongeBob trailer.
Hmm.
And I gotta feel that like something. I wonder if that's also part of why Hasbro's like
Different divisions from Paramount
I think it's
scenario.
different divisions. I think the Paramount like live action movie studio part is like, oh, we need to push, we need to do this, we need to do this, and do that. But then, like I think the animated division's just like, no, we have a template, just use the
Kids
template.
movie.
Yeah, exactly. And not realizing that it has outward damage potential.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and so okay, here's a couple things. AR said because what better way to lose what better to lose what's a better way to lose money on movies than putting hundreds of millions into games? Yeah, I mean, I feel like video games are more of a losing venture than movies because of how expensive games have gotten.
Essentially how long. I mean, reactivate.
Yeah, Blade Raider just mentioned how's that reactivate coming, Hasbro? Totally still a thing, right? It's not like they've released 5 toys for it or 4
Yep.
toys and released one of them twice. Like yeah, I like they're only like, "Oh, we're gonna do video games and digital entertainment." I'm like, then where is anything?
The
like,
only one we have gotten so far is GI Joe Raph and that kind of a blink and a miss thing.
yeah,
Like because even like Reader's Rewind, that's all the fandoms like and game publishers. Like I don't think I've seen Hasbro really advertise Reader Rewind at all.
No,
That's all digital clips. Digital clips
they haven't
and
even advertised the Cobra game that much. They showed it on one fan stream, and that was it.
yeah, digital clips doing all the hard work for Reader's Rewind's marketing, and I think good for them.
Yeah.
But still, like, she's
Blade Raider says when they say video games, I assume they mean more mobile shovelware. Well, if you want to,
probably.
spend the least amount of money to try to make no money, that's how you do it. Oma Andrews' comments great. I won't read it aloud, but I approve. Peacemaker mentioned they released that roguelike racing Transformers game. Wasn't that what the Outright Games one?
Yes, that
Yeah.
was like, but that was pretty much a Transformers One tie-in
Mm-hmm.
game because they don't really do tie-in movie games anymore. They do tie-in related games.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't see how this is gonna help Hasbro at all.
No,
And also, here's a funny part too. All right, this is in the article. By the way, the article's on Bloomberg behind a paywall. That's why we're using Histank's reporting of it. It
of
says,
course.
despite the competitive video game market and recent project cancellation, Hasbro aims to release 1 to 2 new video games annually by 2026.
Oh no, that sounds
Hasbro is not a
disastrous.
video game company, though. That's the part that's like, I'm like, why are you guys
They're
throwing
doing
in? This is like the same problem with them throwing so hard into movies. This is
the
not your
TV. Yeah,
company. You make
God,
toys and physical games. Like, come on.
because like it's so I don't know because it feels like because like what has it's like it's so weird because I think back of Hasbro because like when Hasbro was trying to get more into movie stuff during like after the first TF movie did very well,
Yeah.
and that didn't do well because like, well, I think the GI Joe movies did okay from, or at least the Rise of Cobra did okay from what I hear, but due to but Retaliation did at most decent,
It
not like
did
great,
decent. It could have done better, but they delayed it 6 months at the
delayed.
last minute and ruined the marketing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and but there was also what the Battleship movie, the
Yep.
Uja movie, and then which I heard the sequels for that movie is actually pretty decent. But then of course there's the Gen movie. Like did not I feel like they did not learn their lesson because like
No.
a lot of those if you weren't Transformers, a lot of those flop hard. Like
Snake Eyes, huh?
yeah, so like I don't know why Hasbro like we're so we must be a multimedia company when all of this stuff failed because like the two biggest
SSJ4 Jason put it perfectly. Hasbro's trying to please all crowds, only to just disappoint in the end.
Mhm.
Yep. LPH says, you're not Nintendo, and they were a toy company. Yeah, and they stopped doing toys, and they made video games. That's...
Yeah, but they can't, how to cancel because that's their bread and butter, and
Yeah.
I feel like because they know, like, because Hasbro's like, even they won't never let go because they know if they stop, another company like Mattel's gonna take over as the big brand toy maker of like
Exactly,
and
yeah.
such. They're not gonna lose their spot, but like I don't know what they're doing. Honestly, the way Hasbro's been treating, because I know people like to bring up Power Rangers all the time, but it's everything. It's not just Transform. It's not just Power Rangers. It's not just Transformers. All their brands are doing so bad
They're,
right now.
everything's a chaos right now. Like,
Hmm.
if it wasn't for the comics, we'd have no G.I. Joe besides a toy line.
Yeah. It goes like, man, what happened? Scenario.
Yeah, and I don't think it's just a Goldner died situation. I think Goldner was part of the problem. But
Golder, like, I think
Goldner
it's
was
one
the
of
one
those
that
like.
pushed them into being multimedia and having this like entertainment division. It's like,
I think it's the case with Goldner. The big difference is Goldner, at least I feel like had a vision of what he wanted
yeah,
the company to be, even if it not didn't lead into a great direction. I feel like he at least want he this was a kind of like a passion thing he wanted to do.
yeah, like he
Where
had an
Chris,
idea of what he wanted.
where Chris is just money, 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 business, business, business,
Yeah,
business, all that stuff. There's no like passion
no, there
into
isn't.
his voice.
Chris Cox is just like a lot. That's the same problem at a lot of corporations with their CEOs are all just like business, business, business. I want to make money in movies, and it's like nobody makes money in movies. People make movies because they want to make movies. This has been the
Yeah,
thing for like 100 years.
I'm not one of those like people go like movies suck now or every movie's a flop or blah 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 that kind of people. I do agree that like it does feel like movies right now are kind of in a slump in terms of trying to get people's attention unless you're
Yeah,
like a franchise film.
because
It
like
feels like 'cause
the
I know,
top 10 movies of the year are all sequels.
yeah. But yeah, no, definitely, and like I feel like It's all I can think of right now. You ever seen the video of I think it was like David Zaslav going to some kind of I don't know why he was there, but he was at like some kind of college
Oh yeah, he was
like
the guest speaker
graduation.
because he graduated from that college.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
why. And I just love when he got on and it was like boo and like pay your writers, pay. 'Cause I think that was during
that
the
was
writer's
during the
strike.
writer's strike. Yeah,
Yeah, and he was just like, I love watching that video because he looked so dumbfounded and like he was trying to do his speech, but everybody clearly hated
hmm
him. It's such I was expecting like tomatoes to be thrown at one moment.
yeah. It yeah. What's the classic line from Batman Returns? Why does somebody always bring eggs and tomatoes to a speech?
Yeah.
All right, well, flipping directions from something that is entirely based on business and number sheets to we're going to make this because we want to. Star Wars Visions Season 3 was announced, which I
I
didn't
must have missed
expect.
I must have missed this because when
This
was this
news
announced?
dropped at 1:30 a.m. on a Wednesday.
Okay, I started didn't see people talking about
There
it. Maybe
was
or
a
that
Disney content showcase, and then they dropped that news, and so the news came out super late because it was a late night event.
yeah, it's probably that. Also, like I mean, this is kind of the sad state of Star Wars right now. Like it's not like it's just one of the things that most
It
people like.
also, I'm going to be honest, it is also Visions, which is an incredibly niche thing. Like,
And people like Visions. That people like Visions, but like it's. I'm surprised I saw no one talk about it.
yeah, I think also because all they did was give us this graphic this is just like look all the studios, and it's like that's nice, but like we don't know what anything looks like. So the way Star Wars Visions works is they get different studios to do Star Wars animations. The first one was all anime studios. The second one, which I thought was way better than the first, because the problem with the first one, it was like all anime studios like samurai Star Wars, and I'm like,
The
please
only one
have a different
I didn't know.
idea.
I think the ones I remember really latching onto Vision was the Trigger short
Yep.
and the one with Lop. I really like the Lop one because like even
Those
if she
two were the only ones not to do samurai or Star Wars, but more samurai. The rest
yeah
of them
because
did that.
yeah because those two I real because I think it helps that those two I grew attached to like the characters they
Mhm.
had in those ones because I really like Lop's story and like the Trigger one just trigger nonsense and I
Yeah.
like that stuff.
The second
So
the second Visions, they used studios from around the world, and so you had like one from France and Brazil
we
and
got
Africa.
Aardman. We got
And
Aardman
Aardman did
Vision.
Star Wars. Yeah. I loved the second one. The second Star Wars Visions was, I thought, just fantastic because it was so varied and so much variety. And it felt like that's what this project's supposed to be. Everybody does something different. There's this beautiful one from France about a dancer who's like distracting the Empire so that they can get rebels out and stuff. And I'm just like, this is amazing. But for Volume 3, we're going back to Anime Studios. It's going to be David Production, Kamikaze Doga, plus Anima. Cinema Circus, Citrus Company, Polygon Pictures, Production IG, Project Studio Q, Trigger, and Wit Studio. So
I hope for the Trigger one, it's not just a follow up of their Trigger short. Because I really like the short. I rather want Trigger to do something
yeah,
unique,
same with
new
Production
one.
IG. I hope it's not a follow up to theirs because I didn't like theirs
Yeah,
enough.
because I feel like that lessens
The
the fun
uniqueness.
of Visions. Because yeah,
Yeah.
much as I really like the Trigger and Lop shorts of season one, like that's one of those things where like that's something I want. Like I think fans could easily continue
hmm
scenario because that's like I feel like that's the whole point of anthologies. It's like oh, you want to see more of these continue. Just just let the fans have fun with
Yeah,
it. Where like I want to see a Trigger. I want to see a mecha. I want give me my Star Wars mecha. Damn
that'd be
it. For
cool.
this
I definitely look at this as like we're getting a third volume of Visions, not because they're trying to make money, but because they thought people would like it. Because nobody watched the first two. The ratings never charted anywhere. It
The
never
first one,
trended.
well,
Like
look, the first one did had. I think the first one had attention, but it was the second one. I think
yeah,
I didn't
second one
saw
just
as much.
nobody even talked about it at that point. The first one I think got some attention because of anime. Anime fans latched onto it.
Hmm.
Um, anyways, all right. So next up, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 released a whole whack of character posters ahead of releasing a new trailer.
Do you saw like the influencer like stuff people got?
I did, and I was jealous. I always hate influencer boxes, not because that I hate that some people get them and other people don't. I hate them because they put exclusive merch inside those things that you can't buy otherwise. Like there's a Prodigy like influencer box that went out and it has like a Star Trek Prodigy mouse that changes colors, and I want to buy that, but I can't.
Because if you didn't see, for movie treat, a lot of definitely a lot of Sonic YouTubers. It wasn't just your generic
Yeah.
influence. It was like a lot of people connected to the brand, which is great. They made a whole like new Sega Genesis cartridge for it, and you put it on a real Sega Genesis. It has posters and the character posters, and then at the end, you unlock the release date for the second trailer that came out today, which was so cool. They did that.
Yeah. I think it was really awesome. Mr. Dookie said, real talk, I'd spend a lot more cash for that cartridge. I think a lot of people would. It's like one of those crazy things. We're not going to go into everything. I'm not going to go through the theater merch and all the posters, but I thought the character posters would be fun because they're character
Look
posters.
at Eggman. Look at Robotnik.
He got
there. He's now the Eggman. He has finally completed his transformation.
He's fully gone into it. So let's go through this. First of all, we got Ben Schwartz is always blue. We've got John Wick if he was furry. We got Idris Elba. We got Flying Pikachu. The Eggman project is complete.
Look at Stone in his like Wakanda looking armor a little bit.
I know. I'm like, dude got an upgrade. We've got old man Santa Claus, Jessica Jones, Donut Lord, Pretzel Lady. Somehow Rachel has returned. and her husband who fooled her at a wedding. I'm gonna be honest. Like, the biggest reason I wanted to talk about these character posters is because prior to this, I don't think we knew if Natasha Rothwell and Shamar Moore were gonna be back or not. Because they hadn't been in anything else. And so I saw them and I was like, yay! Because I love these two chaotic bitches. The thing is, I really love the wedding scene from 2. I really love the wedding scene from 2.
I think I'm more worried the fact that Rachel is a gun officer now.
I know. It's funny because I think they got married off screen because of how the second movie ended, and I'm just like, yes, give me more of them. I don't think we need as much of them as we had in 2, but like I just wanted them to be in it, so I'm very happy.
Well, I think with the human element, I'm a fan of the human cast in the Sonic movies, but I feel like here they had the most make sense because it's since we're now fully adapting adventure era stuff with this movie.
Oh yeah,
the human cast definitely has more like a place in here than ever before.
And also, when it comes to the human cast, the thing is, my mom always says is she's like, yeah, I know who Sonic is, but like the human cast is half the appeal for me to watch these movies and why I like them. And I like that is a factor that, like, yes, there is the animal characters, and yes, my mom likes the animal characters, but she also really likes Jim Carrey and James Marsden and Tika Sumpter, and she loved the wedding sequence. So it's like, there's it's how you make these movies for everybody. Some people are like, oh, it should only be the animal characters. I'm like, no. Human cast adds an important element.
Well, we just got humans back in the games. I'd rather keep the humans in the Sonic gamers.
All right, so Shadow has a gun. Which is funny because I think on Twitter it was trending as he's got a gun in like all caps with no context.
Bang bang.
Yeah. So, anyways, the Corey Robinson's got a good one. I wonder who's playing Maria's executioner. Yeah, I guess we'll find out soon. We're like a month out. Here's the new trailer. Shadow's got a gun. The freaking arc's there. This movie's insane.
They blew up the moon!
They're blowing up the moon in the trailer, guys. There is all kinds of insane stuff. Eggman's out there in front of the spot where the doctor pushed a Dalek out of the window. Like, there's a lot going on in this trailer. I don't know what to say about it besides, like, I'm just insanely excited.
Really glad. Well, one thing I'm really glad about, especially they didn't no big spoilers, honestly, in this film. Like, in the trailer, because that's the problem. I feel like a lot of modern trailers nowadays
and also Sonic trailers. Remember that second one?
The first two.
The first two had that same issue with their second trailer. It was like showed too much. I will say this as well, that there's like 3 movies I'm planning to see in theaters for the rest of this year. I'm gonna go see Moana 2. I want to see Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim, because every time I see the trailer for it, I kind of like it more. And then I'm seeing Sonic, and I just, this is the movie I can't wait to see now. This is
God, I can't wait for this movie so
I'm so
much.
excited.
Also,
And
got a
there's an
question.
early screening opportunity in some areas on Thursday, December 19th. So check your local
Yeah, that's
listings.
so cool.
I'm
I
not
do
going to do
question
that, but
why.
it's cool.
I do question Tom's disastrous donut lord sweater he has in the trailer.
I think Tails made it for him, okay?
I hope so. That'd be great. I did. I did love. Are you Detective Pikachu?
I love how
I
Pokemon is
love that.
canon now. Yeah.
Okay, Pokemon. Okay, the Sonic movie universe.
I think also what was
Uh,
smart about this trailer does show that there's still going to be comedy because I think some parents were worried about the movie being too intense from the first trailer.
mm,
And so I think that this shows that there's going to be like insanely serious stuff, but it's not going to be all darkness, no parents thing. It's going to be like
mhm.
very much the nice balance we've seen.
It's like I think again because I think
Yeah.
definitely I think I think with such a being the third movie in this trilogy, it makes sense to go much more serious. But I'm still glad it still has the spirit of the movies because the movies had their own identity.
Hmm.
Danny, I'm glad that Danny's still there in this movie, especially.
Yeah.
Um, and it's great to see.
It is, and
But yeah,
I'm very much looking forward to it. I'm not sure how Moana and Lord of the Rings are going to be, but I'm confident I'm going to love this based on everything we've seen.
I got
Yeah.
the moment that got me is I saw there's a shot with Shadow and Maria on the grass field. I got more
Hmm.
flashback to Shadow there's his dark beginning, and I'm like,
Yep.
no, don't make me cry again,
The
not
montage
again.
of Shadow Maria on the grass to Shadow in the tube and Maria on the other side to Shadow in the broken tube, which is like it got me. It
Not
got me pretty
again.
good.
I had to suffer through that in Shadow Gens. I
Yep.
don't need to do that again in
They're gonna make
movies.
us suffer, man, every step of the way.
Oh
Anyway, Sonic
god.
3 looks great. That's
The,
the news.
the fearless year of Shadow continues.
Yep. And Doctor Who is getting a second colorized special. Last year they did one for the Dalek, which was the first Dalek story. This year they're going to be doing the War Games, which is going to be cutting together a lot of chunks of episodes into a 90-minute version. And there was a fan who had done a 90-minute edit of these episodes in the 90s who was brought in to work on this, which is super cool. And it also is going to be seeing the second Doctor's never before seen regeneration into the third Doctor. Because and it also says alongside recovered footage not seen since the original broadcast, because a lot of the second Doctor stuff has been lost to time. Of all the Doctors missing footage due to the BBC wiping tapes, the second Doctor's missing the most. So this is going to
Hmm.
be pretty cool. The
Hence why
way,
half those janky animated films are
yeah,
mostly the second Doctor.
yeah, exactly. But it's going to be fully colorized. It's going to be 90 minutes. It's been meticulously colorized and enhanced with updated visual effects, 90-minute feature-length experience, updated sound, new score, and it will also feature that regeneration. So that's going to be pretty cool. And on top of that, the big thing from that fan was that he did the regeneration in the 90s, and so they brought him in to use that idea of it.
That's cool.
So this is going to be pretty awesome. The way it's coming out is going to be on BBC iPlayer and BBC4. And then for US distribution, the Dalek special never went on Disney Plus. Instead, it got a Blu-ray about 3 months later. So I think that's probably what's going to happen here with
Have you
War
started watching
Games.
Kasaku yet?
I haven't yet. I'm still trying to finish Sarah Jane Adventures. I'm going to be honest, I'm on like the last season, and I keep hesitating to start it because of it ending due to
Yeah,
Elizabeth Slandon passing away.
oh yeah,
Not
because I don't think
because, yeah.
what do you think of Sarah Jane Adventures? I don't think I don't think you
I
really
haven't really
told
talked about
us.
it. I actually really like it.
I love Sarah Jane
It's
Adventures.
fun.
It's so fun. I love it so much. It's like
Hmm.
honestly one of my favorite Doctor Who things in the series. I just the energy of the energy of that show is so fun, and the whole family aspect is one of my favorite things about the
Hmm.
show.
I really like it. I think that's why I'm having trouble finishing it because I know,
Yeah, because I'm just saying that the
yeah,
last season is practically bonus episodes because sadly they could not finish it before her passing scenario.
yeah. And then I know there's a during Doctor Who lockdown they did a short cast
Practically the epilogue.
an
Everyone's like,
epilogue with
yeah,
the cast. Yeah. So I got all that stuff queued up. It's like it's hard because I'm like, oh, I really like the show.
Have you
And
have you watched it with your mom? Because I think that'd be
I've
a
been
perfect
watching
show
with my
for you
mom.
two
Yeah,
to
we've
watch.
been watching it together.
Right.
Anything Doctor Who we're watching together. That's just how it goes. But we've been like, you know what? Maybe we should go finish watching The Addams Family. You know, maybe we should go watch this. Like we kind of we've been dancing around the show ending basically. So we're gonna get back to it though.
Have you
It's a
touched
fun show.
Torchwood? Have
I
you touched Torchwood at all?
I don't think I'm ever gonna touch Torchwood to be honest. I looked at it, I've read about it, and I'm like, I think I'm good just leaving that. Also, because John Barrowman. He's fine in a guest star capacity. I don't know if I can handle him in a lead. For many reasons. But LPH said about the special, no BBC US TV. They didn't mention anything about it, but that could be a possibility. But yeah, Doctor Who's great. I love Doctor Who. Also, the
The
Christmas
Christmas we
special's
got.
coming up soon.
When's that coming out?
Christmas Day. It's going to be.
Oh, on Christmas Day.
Yep.
Okay.
They confirmed it's Christmas Day. Both BBC and Disney Plus same day.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be pretty awesome. Yeah, I've got a good episode guide for a lot of Doctor Who stuff, and I'm gonna be going through it. So but I want to get through the classic Who. The tricky part about it is because of the missing episodes. I got to figure out how I want, because I'm a very much like if you can tell from the fact I spent like 10 years trying to finish Naruto, I'm a very much watch everything kind of guy. So I have to like piece it all together. I thought maybe I should buy the Blu-ray sets, but then they're not in order. they're Epic Collection style. So, I'm not exactly sure yet. Yeah, Blade Raider, I'm not 100% certain on the regeneration thing. That would be a question for somebody much more knowledgeable, like in our Discord or something, because I am new to the Doctor Who. So anything I have is like what I've learned in the last. God, it's almost been a year since I started Doctor Who, guys.
Yeah.
Because I started with
the anniversary special.
the anniversary specials, yeah, the 60th. So, all right, let's see. Let's get to the toy news next. That's what I'm pulling up. Not a lot of it, and then we're gonna tier list some years of my life.
All right, we
You know
sound
what,
out.
Sarah
We need to go
Jane?
back.
You know what we need though? We need a Sarah Jane Chronicles Blu-ray set.
I think is
There's
there
a
been one?
DVD set.
Okay.
There's a DVD set, which means Region 2 discs. So, like, importing it, I'd need to have a region-free player, which I should have, but I don't. There's no Blu-ray in the UK. If there was a UK Blu-ray for Sarah Jane, I'd just import that. Because I can do Blu-ray coding. I can't do DVD coding on what I have currently. So we'll see. Jeremy Carr says a new edit of the fan regeneration because the third wasn't cast by the time War Games ended filming. Okay, so that would explain that. They didn't have. Oh, Small Dream says the War Games essentially ends with an off-screen regeneration, so I assume the new one has a proper on-screen process. Cool. Jeremy Carr also said season 5 is a UK Blu-ray for Sarah Jane. Well, that helps with part of it, but not all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they really should do a set.
Hey, set out. We had to go back. We need to go back.
We got to do toys first. We got to talk about toys.
No, I'm talking about no. Like, what was Mary's thing in Dawn of Justice? Like, set out.
Yeah. The time. We got to go back. Let's see. Blader says fair enough. I started with 9th and mostly kept the modern Who. I like what I've seen of 1st and 3rd. I've seen everything from 8th onward. Because 8th was just a movie. And AR says you've watched a lot more than I have, and I've been seeing episodes for like 15 to 16 years now, but only got in during the 50th. Yeah, like my mom and I went back and we're like, we're binging everything, and then we just like caught up. It was like that lonely feeling of, oh no, we don't have.
What's your favorite Doctor catchphrase?
Doctor catchphrase?
Like LNZ, fantastic, or all that stuff. Your favorite
Peter
catchphrase?
Capaldi just being disgruntled and making like the sound.
I don't think Capaldi had catchphrase.
He didn't have a catchphrase. He'd just be like, he'd be in a situation, he'd be like, ugh, and then he'd go to explain something. Like,
is that like LNZ or Geronimo?
Yeah, no, he just had like a grunt, and he'd just feel like, and explain it to these people again. All right. I just lumped all the toy news into other, aside from Figuarts and Transformers, because there's like one piece of news from each company. Okie dokie. So,
It was me, Barry.
it was me, Barry, all along. Yeah, Flashpoint Batman and Professor Zoom 2-pack, they repainted the Barry Allen head for this head of Zoom, and it looks like he's just kind of pleasantly happy with his life as opposed to...
I forget what the Reverse Flash is, because there's Reverse Flash and then Zoom. They're two separate people, right? And I remember because Zoom is more of a Wally villain, right?
Yes. Zoom is Wally. Thawne is Barry.
Barry.
Zolomon is Bart. There's been too
And
many of these guys.
Because
The one in Flashpoint is Thawne, though.
But I forget the biggest difference is their eyes. Because which one?
Yeah.
Because I know the animated movie gave him the black eyes with red pupils. Did Dawn have those, or because I know that's a very much a Zoom
That's
thing
very much
with the
a
black...
Zoom thing. What did he have in the comic? Hold on. To the shelf. To the shelf I go. Gonna move my Blue Beetle figures. We're gonna rip Flashpoint off the shelf here. Okay. Not a comic I revisit often. Okay, I don't like it that much. Let me see what. Let me find this exact panel they're recreating, because it's pretty good.
I love Thomas in the back. Just something like
he's like. Okay, so here's a
I
problem.
imagine Thomas like, shh, very quiet.
Quiet. He didn't have the blacked out eyes. Oh, let me switch cameras. But he did have red pupils. Red irises. Hold on, let me flip. There we go. He had red irises. So why does he have black irises here, Todd? Otherwise, it's pretty... I'm looking at it side by side. Otherwise, it's pretty good. But, like, his eye color's wrong.
Yeah, because that's my only big nitpick with the
also,
set.
Because it is the same head as the Barry.
Yeah, so he's just smiling. I mean, here's Reverse Flash is a character that does like to smile a lot, mostly because he's torturing the Flash.
And so I feel like it should be a more manic smile, not so much
This is very in this kind of very trollish smile. I feel like
exactly.
What do you prefer? I always prefer the black eyes with red pupils of Reverse Flash.
I like those because it's like reverse of like what normal eyes look like.
Yeah, it's just unique. It's just a iconic look to me than just having yellow, the normal face there.
And then the Batman comes with a unmasked Thomas Wayne head, so that's
sword and guns because it's not a toy.
Yep, not a toy. I forgot though too in the comic, Thomas Wayne stabs Reverse Flash with the sword, whereas in the movie he shoots him in the head.
Yeah, he goes, you're not gonna take our future. Oh wait, that's Trunks.
Yep. All right. Anyways, the other McFarlane news is that the next wave of New Adventures figures is a bright blue and gray Batman, for whatever reason. Scarecrow and Riddler.
God,
that is Jeffrey Combs' Scarecrow though, so he's the best one.
Yeah, it's great that I might grab Scarecrow. I love New Avengers Scarecrow, but I keep forgetting. I would defend. I'm one of the few defenders of New Avengers art style, but the Riddler is not one of them.
No, the Riddler. It's funny. This wave, ignore the Batman because he's just there. But like this wave is the best New Adventures redesign and the worst one right next to each other.
Like I get the idea. It's the Jim Carrey outfit, but like I don't know. There's like just having just the one question mark in the bald head.
I don't know why he's bald. And you know what's the other weird part too? He has a cameo in New Adventures. The only time he was a featured villain was in the Superman episode that had Batman crossover. The what was it? It was the one where Superman wore Batman's costume.
Yeah, it was also wasn't Raishi in the episode? So
he was.
Because I remember the episode you're talking about.
Demon's Night, I think it was called, or something like that.
Yeah.
See you later, Mr. Dookie. All right, Super 7 has announced Vintage Thundercats, a.k.a. Welcome Back Funko Savage World. I mean, I love a lot of stuff Super 7 puts out, but what?
Oh, yeah, because I keep forgetting, those were Funko, right?
Those are Funko,
all those stuff were Funko, right?
And yet, it's the same thing. It's Master Universe proportions on Thundercats figures.
I don't know. I've never been a big fan of that because, to me, I never really saw Thundercats as the same roided, like, Conan guys.
I don't either. They're, like, leaner. They're slimmer. They're more anime.
That's why I always loved the 2011 redesign because I think the original 80 designs for the time are pretty decent, but that's why I really love about the 2011 redesigns a lot because I really feel like they really capture what makes Thundercats unique versus
Mm,
Masters. So I never been a big fan, and that's why I never like them reusing the same Master Buck for the Thundercats classic figures that much, and that's why I much prefer the newer Lion-O Super 7 release than
me too.
the wave one because I don't know. I just never saw Lion-O as Mr.
For
Beef
anyone
Boy.
wondering, these are different. This is the Super 7 Jackal Man. Here's the Funko Savage World Jackal Man. Yes, the Funko one looks like it's Jackal Man with a ketamine addiction, but like it they're very similar, but they are not the same. They are different
It's
sculpts.
the Funko ones more based off the toy look.
I think so. I think the Super 7 one looks better. This is
Yeah,
not
because
something
there's
I would
really
buy,
more.
though.
Yeah, the Super 7 one feels more like the cartoon one.
Yeah. I think they
Don't
overall look better than the Funko ones, but this is not something I have like any interest
the
in.
whole that whole I remember when those were coming out. Those are the whole Funko Savage stuff. They were unique, but man, they shelf form. I remember
They
those like
did.
shelf form a lot.
I
Like
think
the
I mean Master Universe Origins shell forms too. I don't think that style is like really popular with a wide
because it's specific.
audience.
Well, because that's the problem. That thing is specific for old men,
Yeah.
and
Um
such like that.
Adding
'Cause,
to
I mean,
this, I am also not sure why these are $30 each.
they're very dense. Like
Yeah.
my only feel like theory or like guess why they're that much because I feel like these are more advertised as like I don't know art toys. I don't know,
Maybe.
like the art of the Muscle Man figure and all that stuff. Because I know people love this the Muscle Man aesthetic,
Yeah.
and such like that. But that's my only guess why. Like I
I would
remember
I
their
would also say that maybe they're doing this because Playmates is doing a Ninja Turtles they're doing a
Thundercat
Ninja Turtles
thing.
Thundercats crossover, so they're
No,
like
no, 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 no. It was Masters
no, yeah,
Origin
Master.
Thundercats.
Sorry, Master's Thundercats. Yeah, I forgot because Master's Turtles. Too many damn crossovers these days. I can't keep up.
Yeah. But yeah, I kind of remember the playset that Funko did for the DC one. It was so plain.
It
Like I had
was.
the idea
I own all
of
those
a
Primal Age figures because I really like the idea behind them.
like
They're
I,
not
I
amazing
like
though.
they made like I like the idea of Castle Grayskull plus the Batcave, and I thought the outside looked great, but the inside it was like
Yeah,
empty.
it really was. And the other thing too is that like the first wave was incredibly fragile.
Oh yeah, because I think the problem I remember why because my problem was
The
for that one
hips.
because well, I just talk about the idea of it because it
Yeah.
wasn't like because the cool thing about Masters, which I think the big appeal is not just Conan the Barbarian. It was Conan plus sci-fi nonsense,
Yeah.
and well, the problem with the DC one, I remember it was just all like Conan primal stuff. So the
Yeah, it was
Batcave,
all like yeah, there was no tech part to it, yeah.
yeah. So I feel like that just like takes away the cool. So like when you open the Batcave, it was just a cave. Like there was
Mhm.
like I think like magic orb or something like that. If I
Yeah,
remember
there was a
right, but
magic orb, there was a chair, and there was a weapons rack.
yeah, that's it. I'm like that.
I did
That
like
feels
the
like
front of it had like a little divot where you can put Batman in the front. What I do
yeah.
is I just store all my figures inside of it, except for the big like beast characters like Crypto and the Jackal and stuff. I keep those separate because they don't fit inside, but I put all the figures inside of it.
Yeah, because I think that's the big appeal of something like Masters and
Yeah.
Thundercats is combining these more tribal or Conan style things with sci-fi and stuff
Hmm.
like that.
All right.
Because Star Wars was big.
Speaking of Star Wars, there is a Balin Skull Force Effects lightsaber and a vintage collection IG-12, probably guaranteed to be better than the Black Series one because that's the world we live in these days. All right,
Hey,
moving on.
the good old babysitter.
Yes. Moving on, it's the Babysitter Return mech suit. All right, so NECA is re-releasing their Nightmare Before Christmas figures, but they're different now.
Okay. Okay, the way you put in your doc, it says NBX. I'm like NBX. I had to read the link. To see,
Yeah,
oh, Night Before Christmas. So
that's like the
Night Before.
official like acronym. I
Oh,
don't know why it's
oh
just
wait,
a
no. So it's Night Before Xmas. Okay.
yeah. So Nightmare Before Christmas. So here's Jack, and he's not the same as the old NECA Jack in terms of
Is this a quote
accessories.
unquote ultimate figure?
Yes, they are all listed
Uh,
as ultimate figures. So he comes with Zero. He's got the Jack in the Box with the pumpkin head. He's got two pumpkins, the portrait, and so the original figure was just Jack, the portrait, and the two pumpkins. So they've added the Jack in the Box. They've added Zero, who was a separate release with other stuff before. Now he also comes with 6 extra hands and 7 extra heads. which is kind of rad. I kind of dig that, but
But I see that, but I also get scared
I am
because
terrified about the joints, right?
yeah, because that neck, because imagine taking the head off and on again. That neck,
Uh-huh.
that thin neck.
Yep. So there's that. Then we have the mayor, and the mayor has his big book from the scene where he's giving out like Christmas jobs. Two extra hands, his megaphone, and his ink bottle. For some reason, he doesn't come with a pen for the ink bottle, but okay. And then his head does spin around for the two different expressions.
No, oh yes, look, there is a release of Jack Witt Zero, the same Zero. That might
Oh
be a
yeah,
later
might have
re-release.
been a later one. I remember the original one didn't come with them.
Yeah, that might be like
Yeah.
another re-release they did later on.
Then we have Sally, and Sally comes with 4 alternate faceplates and a bunch of bottles, a couple hands, and all the gifts to give Jack in the basket, plus the cat that she hung out
Her
with,
weird
and the
ass
black
cat.
cat, Jack in the Box. I think the face thing probably will work better than the full head swaps, but also for
Well, it's
Sally,
like
you
kind of.
have to do it that way.
Well, you had to do it. I mean, yeah. My only thing is, I really hope the quality
Mm-hmm.
is better. Like I hope the joints are thick.
Oh,
Is what I'm
also here's
asking.
Santa Jack as well. He comes with 2 extra heads.
Ten, Tandy claws.
Sandy goes, "Oh, I think the Santa Jacks are faceplates because I don't see how the head and beard comes off
Because the
unless
beard, because the whole
yeah."
beard, yeah.
And he comes with hands and presents and a bag. It's just a matter of quality for sure. That's my biggest
Because that's
concern.
because the Night Before Christmas neck line. That's like a very nostalgic line. I remember
Mhm.
watching people collect as a kid. It's a very cool line, but
It
like,
was the
yeah,
first toy line for Nightmare Before Christmas because they had bendy figures that came out during the movie, but they were
and
very hard to get. So it's
and
like the
also
first
they
real
also
toy
this
line to make a bunch of things. It was the first Nightmare Before Christmas figures I ever owned, and the first toys that ever broke on me out of the package.
yeah yeah, because
I bought
that's the
mine
problem
at
with Night Before
Suncoast
Christmas.
Video.
That's the problem with this character like Jack Skeleton. He's a twig.
Hmm
So like but
And it,
like
it was the reason I swore off of buying NECA for years. Like I was like, I'm never buying NECA
because
again, and
essentially
yeah.
that era, because that was still when
Mhm.
NECA was still a statue, like McFarlane, a statue like company with some possibility. I think I'm hoping with the quality. I know that people still have a problem with NECA nowadays, but like I feel like the quality's gotten better in
It's a
terms of
lot better,
tolerance.
yeah.
I do say I read as a kid. I really wish they did a Pumpkin King Jack that's in the style of uh Welcome Welcome Wheels.
Hey, Wheels.
Uh, but as a kid, I always wish they made a Pumpkin King Jack more based off. You ever played the Oogie's Revenge sequel game?
Yes.
I always love that version of the Pumpkin because he's just Ghost Rider, like flaming
Oh
pumpkin
yeah.
head and everything,
That's a
throwing
fun
his
one
Green
for
Goblin
sure.
pumpkin bombs and everything. I played that game a lot as a kid,
Mhm.
and I really wish that was the Pumpkin King figure they made because the one they made is just the Scarecrow version, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Which I got, and his leg did not come out of the package with the rest of the figure. Okay. Speaking of NECA, they have a Ninja Turtles Dark Leonardo from a comic that doesn't even come out till January.
Yep.
Weird, but here we are. It's Saturday
I
Morning Adventures
think.
issue 20 will debut the Dark Turtles, and this is Dark Leo.
Yeah, I think this is specifically the first figure NECA figure of the Saturday morning cartoon, Saturday morning adventure comics.
Yep.
They've done Archie, they've done 87. So first time they're doing Saturday morning adventures, which mine is pretty much a follow up to the 87 show. So there really isn't that much they could have done.
Mm.
That wasn't just a follow up from the comics. It was nice to see something original, such like that. It's actually really cool to see.
Yep. All right. Here's our monthly Mafex. We've got Nightmare Batman from Batman v Superman. It's a version 2, so he's updated and stuff. He's got like a cloth scarf. He's got wow, that
How
that does not look
is
like a
it?
shocked face to me. That
Oh no, it's you two dumb little face.
yeah.
How did the movie like became like anniversary? Like it's like the what? Is the movie 10 years old now? Oh God, is it?
No. It came out in 2016.
No, 2016. So yeah,
I don't know
like
why we're getting
because
a bunch of merch for the 8th anniversary, but here we are.
yeah.
Um yeah, cuz McFarlane just did a bunch of stuff. Then we have a Stormtrooper V2 as well, which is neat because it's a Stormtrooper. And then there's the most surprising reveal of all, which is the Mafex that's not a Mafex figure, but still a Mafex. The Wacky Races, Dick Dastardly and Muttley. with the car.
Because I learned, Wacky Race is really popular in Japan.
Insanely popular to the point where Gundam got in legal trouble over it.
Yep.
There's an SD Gundam short that is so similar to Wacky Races that
That is
Hanna-Barbera
banned.
filed a lawsuit and banned it because
Yep.
it was
So
too similar.
don't expect that thing to appear in any future Gundam SD
Yeah.
Blu-rays or something like that.
Anyways, this is kind of amazing, and I like the seat positioning options as well. Like they really went all out for that. All right, yeah. What's up?
No, it's just really cool to see. I
Mhm.
always like when Japanese go do like weird stuff like that.
Yep. It's also only $95, which is
I mean, for how big's the vehicle? What's how big's the vehicle? Did he say how
it
big it
doesn't
is?
say how big it is, but it's listed at 99 inches long.
Oh, not yet. That's pretty big. Then
$95. It's because that's wild because Nightmare Batman's 115.
I like the thumbtacks it comes with.
Yeah. All right. Let's go over to Figuarts where we cry Garo's not getting a US release. According to the
I
website.
called it.
I'm gonna wait because Wingman
Called
went
it.
out the big bad out
That
of
was
nowhere.
true. Yeah, Wingman wasn't listed as getting a US release, right? Like, and then
Yeah.
suddenly, boom, there he was. We'll
So
see.
I'm gonna wait. If there isn't, I'm hoping Toku because don't Toku Collectibles sell like these kind of Japanese only
Toku
figures, right?
Collectibles
do.
has been really weird lately. They sometimes grab stuff and then they don't. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Also,
but
the
like
box has new art by Kate Tamamiya, which makes
says
it the best
gorgeous.
Seiho box. It's not just a close up of a figure's face.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm hoping. If there is no U.S. release for this, because it's not like a P Bandai item, is it? Or
It's P
something like that?
Bandai in Japan.
Okay,
Yeah,
but like if Toku Collectibles like somehow gets it, I'm gonna call it because I want a Garo figure for so long and such. So I'm gonna take that chance if even if it's like stupid money, I'll take a chance. I'll take a hit.
$140.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
I mean,
money.
it's on Toku Collectibles right now for $140.
Stupid money.
Oh really? Damn.
Yeah. So that's, but you know,
It's sold out supposedly.
no,
Said
it's still there. It may have. What usually happens is if a figure sells out quick and then they put it back up. So
yeah, I
but
probably
there you
can't because I forget how does Toku. I never order for Toku Collectibles. Do they take
pay
your
them
money
up
right?
front.
Collectibles does deposit and full pre-order. So it's
Yeah.
Yeah, I
deposit
can't.
and
Yeah, I can't do it
pre-order.
right now. But like when I get maybe in December, if it's up, I'll probably grab it.
$70
If you use the shop
deposit,
pay app,
full
but
payment. You can do
if you
shop
use the
pay,
shop
pay in
pay
full.
app, you can break it down.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. In other exclusives, Omegamon Best Selection is going to be a Tamashii store exclusive. This will be for stores in Japan, Asia, and the one store in the US. It is basically the R Wargame version of the Figuarts Omegamon, but with the cape from the premium color. That was the wired cape.
It pretty much because from my understanding,
Pretty much,
it
if
doesn't
you
come
buy
with.
this and have the first version, you have the best one.
Yeah, because it doesn't have the Taichi and Yamato little like
Yeah.
standee
Right.
minifigures on his, but that's it. Right? I think that's the only thing he's not.
Yeah,
I
he
think that's the
basically
only
doesn't come with any.
missing.
He doesn't come with a stand either, which the original release
Doesn't
came with.
I mean, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
No.
I have many stands, but like this is because because the premium version is just this but shiny, right? From what I understand.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
It's the
so
same mold, and then they just made it shiny, and then they fixed the cape. The cape was the biggest upgrade.
yeah, because the cape on the
The
original
original
War
cape
game
was
It was a
the original cape
two-layered
on the war game
cloth
was
cape.
really like a thin.
It was so thin that the red bled through to the white, so it may look like a pink cape.
Yeah, you see it. Because
Yeah.
the white was totally not thick enough.
Yeah, and there was no wire in it, so it's just a
flowing cape. Yeah.
If you want to know more, go watch my review of the premium color Omegamon, where I go into detail the differences between them. I'm not buying this.
I really hate. I wish it was just a website. Just put them on P Bandai because
I
I would buy these things. I'm tempted to buy this because, I mean, it's like it has to. It doesn't come with it costs pretty cheap. Well, cheap.
$7,000's not bad.
Yeah, $7,000 not bad. And, it has to improve cape
Yep.
and such like that. So that's a great Omnimon figure right there. Especially because I don't mind my Omnimon not looking super shiny and such like that. So great.
And then rounding out our Figuarts news is Sakta Gintoki from Gintama has been solicited to go up for pre-order on December 5th. He is a general retail release in Japan, Asia, US, Latin America, but not Europe. I don't
Not
know
Europe.
why
That's weird.
Gintama's banned in Europe, but there we go. You heard it here
But
first. Europe is banned
he looks
Gintama.
great.
He looks great.
Okay, so yeah, it's also it looks like he comes with like a separate arm piece for his chest to do the whole
Yeah.
hand coming out of his cloak
Eh,
thing. So he looks great. I
He
can't wait to get him.
does. Looking at this tech, I'm thinking of like Fishman Island Zoro, and if he could just have swappable parts for his gi, like if they do a Figuarts of him.
Yeah.
It's like instead of just having like it's like the anime heroes that do 2 figures. Like, could they just do like one where like the gi part comes down, and then it comes with the waist piece, kind of like how this is done?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that complicated. You just pop the torso, pop the torso off, and just replace the gi, such that it's not that complicated, honestly.
Yeah, it should be doable. All right, it's time for our favorite segment, Transformers Leak Watch 2024. Here's Age of the Prime's Armada Red Alert in vehicle mode.
Woo!
Yep, there he is. I don't have any further thoughts.
His mustery prototype colors.
Yes, this is the exact colors they're using. They've completely screwed up the design. It's going to come out in this exact color because budget cuts says we can't have paint. That is all a lie. It will, of course, look better when the final version comes out. This is just a prototype.
They said they were going to release it in Power Links, but they couldn't have the full colors for it.
Oh, God, yeah, that's right. The Power Links was kind of close to this, wasn't it?
What was his one? I forget what was his
like
Power Link colors.
I think it was like an orangey rescue vehicle.
Power Links Red Alert. Yep, it was. Oh my God, it is kind of the Power Links just without the white.
So they're getting it ready.
Thank you. Thank you, Wheels, for your memory being better than mine. Look at that.
Exactly.
It's kind of funny, actually.
Crazy, because I still need to get regular Hot Shot.
Yeah. All right. In other leaks, here's Studio Series Ironhide from War for Cybertron.
I thought it was officially revealed.
Nope. In Demand Toys just posted promo shots because this is probably headed to their warehouse and they're tired of waiting for Hasbro to announce it. That is what usually happens.
It's hard to tell what's a leak because to me, when I think of leaks, I just think of like the photo of Red Alert, where it's just like random guy seeking the fact, takes a snapshot and runs.
Instead, we have a leak because In Demand Toys wants to take orders for this and can't. So they just leak it themselves. They said it themselves. If Hasbro takes too long to reveal stuff, we'll do it for them.
Might as well.
Especially this one, just a repaint of Ratchet with the new weapons. And then the last leak is another leak of Prima Prime, still missing their head. But this one's in full color this time, so it's not all orange. It's actually,
I like the aesthetic. I like the aesthetic of it. It gives the like Unicron Trilogy vibes.
There's also
kind of like
Matrix cavity.
I'm curious if they're all gonna have that or not.
Yeah, I have a feeling they will. I feel like that's the thing they're gonna do.
I like the vehicle mode. I like
primes. You would think they'd actually have a cavity for. Oh my God, that better be that Megatronus better have the Matrix of Conquest as a lol.
That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty funny.
I like the vehicle mode reminds me of Energon Snowcat for some reason. That's like giant bulldozer.
Yeah. You know what it reminds me too is like the aesthetic of like Origin Wheeljack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I like so far I'm really liking Age of the Prime's figures so far because it's the most Unicron Trilogy feeling I've felt about. Oh, super chat from Mateki. Oh no, he's a headmaster.
Currently, yes, he is currently. Yeah, no, I'm digging the primes. I don't know if I'm gonna get all of them, but I'm digging these. I'm digging these a lot.
As long as we can maybe get like a cool Vector Prime in the weird TF1 style / Cybertronian book style, where it's just. What if we took the Cybertron version and made him look more like knightish? I'll probably get that.
I kind of would like to see like Vector Prime done like that because I do like the Cybertron design. But I did like the way he looked in 1 as well. Like
TF1 and the what do you call it? The Align continuity is kind of like that, where he looks more royal.
Which one looks like a tin can robot in 1? Was that it was not my Cronus. What was it? Let me look up.
Let me look up the primes.
I'll look for the Align continuity book.
All right, here we go. I'm just gonna go on TF Wiki for the 13 here.
Alchemist Prime. That was the
Alchemist
one I was thinking.
Prime.
He looks like some kind of like old toy tin can robot. One.
Yeah. Oh, here we are. Oh, there's the primes. I like the redesign of the primes. I think it's cool.
Yeah, Alchemist Prime. I like his look. He looks like some like old retro like 80s like Radio Shack robot with his weird multi arms and everything.
Forgetting who's the Prime that allegedly created the Beastformers and the Pretenders. I forget if they're one and the same or if they're two separate primes.
Quintus? Was that Quintus
I think it was
Prime?
Quintus. I love TF Wiki's captions. Hasbro, Power of the Primes wasn't that successful. How are we going to make the 13 popular enough to make new toys out of them? Josh Cooley, I'm going to do what's called a pro gamer move.
Kill them all.
Yeah, that's great. No, TF Wiki is the funniest wiki.
I'd kill for if Ultraman Wiki would let me do it, because I've tried it a couple of times and they were not happy with me.
Yeah.
I mean, especially now they're under eyes of Subaraya. I don't think you could get away with it now.
Yeah, they kind of are. I mean, like, they really should just put Testicle Turkey under Bird on. I don't see a problem with it. He's on his face.
You think you how prevalent the TF Wiki is? I'm surprised Hasbro has not make it just the official wiki for Transformers.
I think that would require Hasbro to care.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this.
All right, so let's celebrate. It's time to celebrate.
We're celebrating me and this channel and everybody that's done work for this channel. We're talking about the history of Soundout12 in the form of a tier list of year by year. We're going to rank these. I don't remember what the ranking was last time. We did it 3 years ago, and I don't really care to look back at it. We're going to start fresh. We're going to start over.
Do you like the new photos?
I love the new photos. Why am I pissed off in like half of these? Is that how like my thumbnails are either pleasant or just pissed off?
Yeah.
See you later, Zeltrax. Yeah, no, that feels accurate.
Remember old school YouTube when they wouldn't allow you to have thumbnails? All of mine would be like always in the weirdest parts in the middle of my
Oh yeah, back when we had only auto-generated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it would always be in the middle of me like looking at like the side of the screen, just like looking like always like
that, or it looks like you're mid sneeze.
I know, like my favorite one was the one time I'm looking. One of the funniest ones is one time I'm looking over to my left, like looking to the side, like, man, this movie sucks, because it was like I think Megaguris' review, and then next to it, it's like Shuki's video of at the time when, before the transition, it's them on camera holding up like something like really, really dumb, and like the video was like the stupidest thing I bought today. Ain't I proud? And it's my thumbnail looking at them going, really? Like, it just looks like that because there's a
because it lined up that way where it's like he's like you were reacting to her video. Yeah, I love when things happen like that on Twitter. So here's the thing. So we're gonna do this, and Connor64 says, "Hey, how do I do a tier list on years within this century?" We're basically doing that, and we'll just pretend 2000 to 2009 to 8 didn't really happen because I was like a child. Pre-YouTube, did I exist?
No, you started. Yeah, you just came.
I was born down here.
Yeah, 2009, you just materialized out of nowhere.
Gambit thinks he was born down here.
Yeah, but when you materialized, your vision was soon new, so everything looked orange.
Ghost Trade says there shouldn't have to be put anything lower than a B. You're a very good vibe channel. Thank you very much. That being said, I am my own worst critic, so let's
2009.
2009. I'm putting it in an S because my god, the content output. I was doing like 2 or 3 videos a day when I started.
Oh yeah. So fun history fact. Yes, Sound started the first 3 years. Yeah, helmet on.
Helmet on.
Channel.
Yeah.
It's like the hats, but more foggy and muffled.
Pretty much.
That's found out. You need to use your Magneto helmet now, where it's you now having an open helmet showing your face versus having the full closed face.
Just in every video, the Magneto helmet. If I have to read something, I'm screwed because I can't wear my glasses.
Your the Velma effect.
The Velma effect. Just every video. I'd be like,
Hellfire Gaming. Granted, it wasn't YouTube video back then. Max 5 minutes. No, 10 minutes was the max.
From like 2006 to
It was
2007.
10, I want to say.
2006, 2005 to 2007, YouTube was 5-minute videos. Then in 2008, they put in the 10-minute limit. And then in 2010, they let you have any limit as long as you're a YouTube partner. And then now they don't care.
Yeah, now we have like 100-hour videos now.
Yeah. Hellfire says, he never got that Rise of the Beast Bumblebee mask. I tried to buy it several times, and then I was like, $35 though.
You should have got the Primal
buy
one.
a whole voyage.
Yeah. I know that's the thing, is every time I'd see it, there was something else I wanted to spend that money on. Alright, so 2009, pretty solid. I'm gonna put 2010 in a B because I was not as consistent in 2010. Just kind of like, I was like kind of here or there, kind of off. I was doing this thing called high school. Have you guys ever heard of it?
So question to chat. What year did you discover Soundout? I am an OG 2009 viewer of Soundout. I think, what was my first video I saw of you? It has to be a Power Ranger one, I imagine. I think it was one of the Power Ranger ones.
2009 was a lot of Power Rangers and Transformers. Oma Ender remembers the helmet era. So that puts you prior to like mid 2011.
I think it was either the G1 set video, one of the Dragonite videos, or the Automation's Bumble Spud video.
Let's take a look. I just had this idea. I was like, oh, let me just pull up the channel. There we go. Does anybody remember the orange webcam era where we lived in a tangerine?
First off, it was a music review because he didn't know there was a mic on the camera.
I did not know the camera did not have a mic. I love Soundout Hall from February 15, 2009, showing this Kevin from Ben 10 figure and how much empty space was in the card as a thumbnail because it was auto-generated. And it's gotten 268 views in 15 years. I love how from the beginning of my channel to today, I have wildly inconsistent view counts. Okay, let's see. SSJ4 Jason said, my first was CSM Amazon's Driver Alpha review. Jeremy Carr says, around the time the Gridman Blu-ray. Scrublord Gaming said 2020. Blade Raider said, Universe Cheetor, you poor soul. Yep, second video. Connor64 says, I must come across your old videos, but I mostly know the first was your Sentai DVDs video. I gotta say, I love how this channel started as, like, only toys, but, like, most people that, like, interact with the channel consistently are Blu-ray and DVD people. Like, the physical media has really taken, like... And I'm glad, because I love talking about physical media.
Gotta love your storage box videos.
Yes, my storage box videos. That was planned to be a whole series. This was... Yeah, we're just gonna look through 2009 at the moment, because it's kind of fun. The Safeguard review had to be separate, because... 10-minute limit.
What was the point of how to open the Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Collector Figures video?
That was me thinking that I had discovered opening toy packaging with a knife to not damage the card back as a new and fun idea that no one else had come up with. I was 14 and the internet was young, okay?
You're in a few that have the whole Dragon Ball Evolution line.
And I still get comments from people going, are you going to sell them? And I'm like, first of all, no. Second of all, I don't even know where they are. They're in a box somewhere. Like, once Figuarts existed, I did not need those anymore. On the, like, I got Figuarts and Dragon Stars. Like, those guys are they're in a box.
There's such a like.
What was that? Both of you talked at the same time.
I was gonna say the real plot twist. I would acquire them.
Yes.
Plot twist.
Ryan, what were you gonna say?
There's just a time capsule, I'll say, though.
Oh, totally. I mean, it's kind of like the character selection wise, that line is solid, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially
even has the Mook character of the movie.
Yeah, and it's wild. Let's see. Psycho says I've been here since pre ROTF and RPM days. Muteki says New is the Sentai DVD guy. Psycho said, well, the Sentai DVD video was my idea. This is true. Ghost Train says, I believe Ultraman Blu-ray got me in your channel. And Omender said my first video may have been the Rev Morpher, which was video, what? That was early. That was 4,
Yep,
8,
right there.
12, 13, 14, 15. That was video 15.
Don't forget your great videos of what am I getting in Kamen Rider Dragon Knight?
Yes, or what am I getting in Power Rangers RPM, which I couldn't get half that because they got canceled. Um,
Do you want to talk about your cinematic masterpiece as the Dry Max Disaster
God,
film series?
let me. How to fix sound stuck cannons on Transformers animated Ultra Magnus. That was more useful than anyone knows. That was common. Let's see. Yeah, Drive Max Disaster was our first multi-part series. I uploaded them all on the same day, which is why it shows up as 2314.
In your Craze video, that always love the reference the Smarties video.
The Smarties video. I was taking review requests and someone requested Smarties.
What's the origin of the shirts? Who made those? Was it your parents?
I made them actually. I ordered them from a company that allowed you to like order. Hey, Sentai Rainer Johnny. You could order T-shirts custom made. I initially used the Decepticon logo with Soundout Productions written on it, but then the company was like, "That's a copyrighted symbol," so I took all the color out of it and made a line drawing version. They're like, "That's fine."
Somehow.
And that's how I ended up doing these reviews because it was like I showed off my collection of stuff, and I was like,
do you have any Do you have any quick stories of the BotCon 2009?
I'm in Stan Bush's music video.
Yeah.
There's a Stan Bush music video that he shot at BotCon 2009, and I'm there in the crowd.
You want to see what Young Stan looked like without the helmet?
What about the other great story from BotCon when Jerry decided to troll you just?
Oh, when he commented on the video like 13 years later. Yeah.
Hope you have a good time at the convention.
Oh God!
Ghost Trains mentioned what's going on with Giant Man and Wolverine, and I don't know either.
So how did they release the Nexus Prime combiner? Was that like a monthly subscription thing?
Service? Yeah, but the thing, no, it wasn't subscription service. It was annual for 5 years.
Like, so what, each year you got a figure?
Yes, each year you got a figure, and that was your bonus figure for signing up.
For the Transformers Collector Club.
Yeah, for signing up for Transformers Collectors Club. And that was your freebie figure.
God, imagine they do that today. Oh God, the complaints.
And they had this thing, though, that if you missed a previous year, you could just buy that figure.
Well, that's nice, at least.
Also, check this out. Right here. I mean, I forgot. I'm even in the thumbnail of the Stan Bush video.
Oh, you really are?
It's Stan Bush live at BotCon 2009, The Touch. I'm right there in this red jacket.
So that's young Santa right there, people.
Right there in the red jacket. Look at that.
That's classic Soundout.
That's classic Soundout. My mom's also in the video because she was like right behind me.
That's pre-testicle Soundout.
Pre-drop, you mean? Yeah, there I am, like just chilling out, and my ears were popping. Anyway, it was loud.
I mean, that was
my first. Fun fact, guys. That was my first concert. Was Stan Bush on the Paramount backlot during BotCon 2009.
Hey, I mean, that's I
officially have the coolest first concert story. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Let's see. You're the champion. You're also the champion of the Kamen Rider Dragon Knight line.
Yes, I am. My footage in my videos has appeared in other people's videos talking about that line because.
Yep. You're like the champion of it.
I reviewed everything except for one figure.
What was the story of Optimash Prime and Bumblespud?
I did the video, and my mom used to watch all my videos before I put them out because I was 14. So she was like, "Let me just double check," and so she'd watch all of them, and then she ended up like doing a commentary track like over it because I think the video was kind of dull and boring, and I was just like, "Hold on." I put the microphone on, and I was like, "Here, just start recording." And then I overlaid it, and that's how there's like weird commentary from my mom as the characters because she was already doing it. I was like, no, just record. We're just putting it in the video, and it's honestly a better video for it because it was really dry.
Yeah, no, that's one of my favorite videos. So.
Yeah, no, it was just she was watching it, she started doing it, and I was like, click.
I remember laughing my ass off from just the pain of the spuds.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to see like Time Capsule? Watch your secret reveal 100 video special. Do you want to see your room back in the day?
Oh yeah. Oh God, look at my old PC.
Take a look. Take a quick look at it. Let's see how much your room evolves.
Let's see. Let's open this up wider. I don't want everybody seeing my YouTube recommendations. We know YouTube recommendations. It's not indicative. No, there's actually nothing horrible there. It's just toys.
Also, make sure to stream. Remember to mute the video because you play Naruto music at the
Yes,
beginning
it is
of each
muted. It
video.
is muted. Yeah, it's totally muted.
What did you have getting choked in your last in the interview that we did last week? Said, "Oh God, I didn't even realize."
Oh God,
I had
Wheels and I recorded an interview. No, it was on the Kyle Otoga interview last week. Wheels and I did an interview, and it was Giant Man like choking Chopper in the background of like our totally professional interview.
Yeah.
Because I forgot to take him down because I went from one stream to another. Let's see. Oma Ender said, "Did you ever get the Dragon Knight figure you didn't review?" No, I didn't. It was the one of like Dragon Knight where he squeezes his leg and he puts the deck up and his face mask flips down.
Yeah.
I had the Wing Knight one. I never got the Dragon
Also,
Knight one.
God,
I thought you were missing.
I had those Naruto posters as a kid because I'm assuming those were the same from that same like
that
book.
Poster book. Yeah.
Yeah, that poster book I had that. I got that at a book fair.
Blade Raider's first concert was the Monkeys. Dang.
Do you have the complete Cybertron poster?
Oh, that's right, Psychos. I don't have any of the stuff that was not widely released. The Cybertron poster, yeah, it's still up. I have to take it down soon because I'm going to redo the display, but it's sitting behind my Transformers display at the moment. It's on the wall. The Cybertron map. That was a cool way to get me to buy toys, by the way, was like each planet comes with a separate map and then they combine together.
So wait, is that old review area now the Transformer shelf?
You mean each character comes with a separate planet map?
No, Ryan. This area right here with the review area, because I moved the map to another room. Okay. This area right here is where this SP1 license is sitting. This is the desk I'm sitting in front of.
Oh, okay. So your review area became your old review is narrowed down your desk.
It became the Doctor Doom One Piece like shrine or whatever. The thing is that if you go backwards, so it was on. So this wall here is where you can see like it's mostly empty because we just moved into this house like 2 years prior or 3 years prior.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we moved into it like 3 years prior. So this wall, you can see how much blank space there is and how there's posters up, right?
Mm-hmm.
That wall is the DC Universe Classics wall, where those posters are to the right. And then I have like my manga figures over there. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's also, Retro Fire Megazord.
also love your little sticky note of how to do Transformers review. Yeah, alt mode, feature, size, features, articulate size, other notables.
Before I knew how to do reviews off the cuff, I kept notes of like, remember to do this, remember to do this. This is the order. Do it in this order, kind of thing. Now it's all second nature to me. Like when I do a review, it's
look at that! Look at that brick of a PC.
Yeah. Let's get to the Also, I used to have this little nightstand kind of thing where I put books on it, and then I had like my combining Transformers. But yeah, here's my old brick PC. I am on an 2021 iMac now. I have moved up in the world. Yeah, no, I was very Transformers and Power Rangers heavy at this time. Yeah, that thing had to have external speakers.
Love the blanket you put behind the desk.
Oh yeah, that was because what happened was I was reviewing the Dragon Ball Evolution figures, and the Dragon Balls rolled off and fell behind the desk.
Oh God!
And so then I had to get the desk. I had to pull the desk out to get them. So then I was like, no, I'm not having that happen again. I just stuffed a blanket back there. I don't have blankets back there now, but I have bubble wrap just like stuffed in the gap.
Oh, do you still have your Robot Heroes figures?
I do. They're all in like a box somewhere. LPH, that is an old. It's a Dell. It was an old Dell. Yeah.
I actually love the little like display you have for your Robot Heroes. That's really like perfect for that.
Let me get. Oh my God! Why did I nuke everybody with the lamp?
Flashbang! Ah!
No, like let's see this. Let's see this in action here. Boom! That was the lamp I used before I didn't go to I studied lighting for film, and then I finally knew how to do it properly. But like the camera's auto adjust, you could just tell.
Flavor. Are those some of those old '90s look like KO MMPR Pentatopras at the Megazord feet?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. That was what those are. Yeah, this little display case, I have it around still. I just there's Marvel Legends on the wall it used to be on. It was perfect for Robot Heroes because like 90% of them fit in the little slots. Like only a couple were too tall, like Unicron and some of the movie ones. So
Well, it looks really cool, honestly.
yeah. See you later, MJ Klein.
I think like perfect little like shelf for like Lego minifigs, honestly.
Yeah,
Inside
no,
of that.
I need to bust that out and use it for something. So it's
The old back row of crates.
Oh yeah, so my whole Transformers collection was behind me at all times in videos, because I was trying to organize stuff. It's all still in, like, most of my Transformers collection is still in boxes, just in the back room now, which is kind of fun. I had these old, like, kids cubicle kind of shelves. Now I got, wood ones. That
I
wooden
was thinking
one,
Nightmare Fork.
that wooden
I
one
was
you
thinking
see here is still up. It's still that one that the Sentinel's standing on behind me. So.
Also, I was thinking Nightmare for Christmas is your little Nightmare for Christmas display
Oh yeah, let me get to
there.
that. Let me.
I like the Naruto Sasuke you hung upside down
All right,
the crate.
yeah. See, I had these NECA bobbleheads, which also broke easily. For Nightmare for Christmas, I have those bookends. They hold up some of my books when I'm organizing. Cliver's Collection, welcome to actually catching the stream. We're having fun. We're looking back at old videos because we got 25,000 subscribers. Psycho said, how long did it take to take out your old Beast Wars figures? I had to move an entire large toy chest, which required me to move 4 tubs of things in 3 boxes, and then slide around underneath, pull out the Beast Wars box from under the air hockey table, film them, put them back in, slide
You have an
all
air
around.
hockey. You have an air hockey table.
I have an air hockey table. If you notice behind me in my backspace when I'm filming, there's like the Technodrome and like the Fortress Maximus and stuff. That's on an air hockey table.
Okay. Also,
Yeah.
I just love. I love how you. I think those the old Mattel figures. Like you had the Naruto Sasuke upside down
Yes, where are they at
on
in the
them.
video?
It's right next to the Nightmare shelf. You keep playing the video. You would probably see them.
Oh yeah, because they had the like little chakra standees for Naruto and Sasuke. They came with a tree, and you could have them like it was the tree like walk up the tree training thing, and so they were little magnets, and then the magnets would stick to. Oh, there's also some of those. I just noticed the shelf below has like these really like 8-inch tall like Naruto statues that Mattel made. I'll see you later, Jeremy Carr. But yeah, see, I had Naruto and Sasuke up here with the magnets because I was like magnet shelf done. Yeah,
That was
Mighty
cool.
Mugs. I have.
Oh,
I
Mighty
just
Mugs.
noticed Armada Laserbeak was perched on top of my reissue Soundwave.
What's the golden
thanks
Oscar?
again, Jeremy Carr. What was that?
You have a golden Oscar on your top shelf.
I do. Oh yeah, my mom gave that to me. Oh, also behind the Soundwave is this little like, I think they were Gashapon in Japan, but they were released as like just regular figures here, and I bought them on the Funimation store, I think, and it was just like a multi-part tree thing based on the Sasuke retrieval arc, and it actually has like all of Orochimaru's acolytes on it, and it's like some of their
Oh,
only
really?
figures, and I had it at the time, and I don't remember where I put it. Same with all the other Naruto stuff. It's all in a box somewhere. I gotta organize my collection. I own too much
I love.
stuff, and it's
I love.
all.
You put Beast Wars Torka in his own little like glass containment.
Yes, he's still sitting behind the TV in that container.
I know because gold plastic, but it feels like he's like a specimen creature that
Yeah.
you break him out, and he's gonna destroy everybody like that.
Yeah, it's kind of like that because the thing is that that was the first figure I owned. Like once I found out what gold plastic syndrome was, I was like, I'm putting him in a box. I don't want anything to do this. Like I was like, I'm not gonna let oxygen touch him anymore, and so he's been in a box ever since. For 15
So how much
years.
has changed in the room? So how much has changed in the room, and what stayed pretty much in this room?
Everything's
Spider-Man
changed.
curtains.
The
I think
only
the
thing
Spider-Man
that's
curtains. Spider-Man curtains stayed. I think.
Spider-Man curtains have stayed. The only piece of furniture that stayed is the desk. The desk has been in the same exact spot. Everything else has moved because the bed, if you notice, the bed used to be perpendicular to the wall behind me. Now it's over on this wall because I was getting like too much sun and too much like cold from this side of the bed. It's the same bed, but it used to be a bunk bed, as you can see here. And I just took the top layer off of it. So it's just but the thing is,
There used to be. I was gonna say it's because there used to be 2 Soundouts and he killed the other one.
yeah, it's true. That's how I became Soundout12 instead of Soundout6. Anyways, this bunk bed is like 6 inches off the ground, so I can put a lot of stuff under it, and also because I'm tall, it really is easy to get into bed because it's raised up so high, and I haven't found another bed frame that like is that high up without too much modification. So yeah, Cliver says, I get that feeling you never know you never know how much you truly have until you have to display it. Or in my situation, you have to move it all. Yeah, no, exactly. Like every time I try to like organize stuff, I'm like, I got too much stuff. Anyways, that's the old room tour from 15 years ago.
Yeah, I love you made a whole video talking about the Disney's remaster of Mighty Morphin.
Yes.
Poor news for all Power Rangers fans.
I thought it was a big deal at the time, and I guess it was, but it wasn't a good
It was
deal.
At the
also
time, a lot of people thought like we were gonna get reissues of original molds,
Or at least new
like,
toys that were good, right?
Yeah,
I mean-
and then we
Yeah.
got toys that were crap.
Yep.
Oh well, at least for Kitty, I would say that.
Yeah,
I
liked the Megazord, but I
the
wasn't.
2010 lines. You think? I know we look.
Yeah.
I know objectively
I like the
technically
figures.
are crap.
I did like
I
the
know
figures.
I know technically they're objectively crap, but God, I miss that era of like of that kind of toy. Just all these nonsense. So you really just kind of miss it now. All this wacky funness of it.
I also I think the biggest disappointment for me, from a fan perspective, was no Morpher toy. Because I really
Oh yeah, that
wanted
was
a
like the most
Morpher.
baffling
Yeah.
thing. I like. I love you ad for. Is this the weird like TV display shelf?
This is an entertainment center. If you guys have seen my
Yeah.
stupidly huge Transformers collection or my Thunder Tank review, where it's got that big open space, it's this. It's this entertainment center. I still have it in the same spot in the back.
Is this the background? Is this also?
And this is the current background of the videos. Yes.
Yeah.
I like the wood paneling finish. I used to do a white void background. I don't like that anymore. It gets easily dirty. It dings easily. I don't like dealing with it anymore. So I just I'm going with this like wood panel vibe. Okay.
Question: do you see that stuff inside there?
Yes, I still do. It's just
What's
different
in there?
stuff.
What's in it?
So right now, let's fast forward here. So first of all,
Well, that's just empty space for Ion Megazord.
yes. I thought I panned up to the top here. There it is. So you see this big empty space on the top of it? Like that,
Yeah.
that is where my Transformers are because of the Titans. But
Mhm.
what I'm planning to do is build like a dedicated Transformers display. And then I'm going to make this the G.I. Joe display because of things like the Hiss Tank and the Rattler and the Dragonfly and the Stinger and the Vamp. Like all those big vehicles need like room. So I'm thinking of doing it as G.I. Joe instead and then put Transformers and do its own thing separate. But inside this, you can see the high octane Megazord because the idea was that I was going to put
Ultrazord.
G12, yeah, and then have the mini Zords be the smaller robot forms. But then they never finished those after the first two. So
No, I think they did, but it's only available in the UK or something like that.
yeah, something like that. And then you can see on the side here, the side panel. So what's in the big space now is my Masters of the Universe Origins collection. I've got a Castle Grayskull and all the vehicles and the specialty boxes and all the figures.
You hide them away.
Hide them away. The drawer underneath, I don't know if I go into that here.
No, you don't. I don't think you. Oh, yeah, you do. You do at the very end.
Okay, I'll get into that then. These shelves here where you're seeing these Power Rangers figures, all Blu-rays now. It is my overflow Blu-ray. Like, if you're like wondering where's all the Soundouts Blu-rays, anytime I post a picture of my shelves, they're all hiding in this cabinet.
So you're saying you actually use the entertainment thing as
Yes.
an entertainment.
I can get 3 layers deep on Blu-rays on each shelf. I fit a lot of Blu-rays in this thing. It's where I kept all my Ninja Turtles volumes. We're in this big
hide them away.
Yeah. No, it's anything I don't need easy access to. I even adjusted the shelf. You see how the shelf's in the middle? I raised the shelves up so that I could maximize the space, basically. And so it's like all Blu-ray in the top 3 and then all DVD below. Just like stacked super high. And then there is the big drawer underneath, which I think, did I show it at the end?
Yes. Well, on the drawer, you showed the drawer of the small shelves.
Okay, the drawer of the small shelves, I had just some gaming accessories in there, like my 3DS stuff and all that. It's just chilling in that. There's a shelf right underneath the big open cabinet, and that I put all my manga in that isn't on my manga shelf.
Yeah, and we've seen that.
Which I showed that in the manga tour. Yeah.
Yeah, I always wondered where that was. So I didn't know it was this.
That's this, yeah. This is a famous... My aunt and uncle were getting rid of their entertainment center, and they're like, do you want it? And I was like, yeah, I'll take it. What were you saying, Wills?
Said Soundout's a little Indian in the cupboard.
It's just now
yeah, you're the
Blu-rays.
another champion is your Dragon. I think you want to love stupid that to review the Dragon Knight roleplay stuff because I think those are like really hard to get during the time when they were released.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
I
one of the
remember.
first.
I remember the first time I saw them.
Yeah, I'm looking at them
The-
like the view counts on those are insane. I think the Dragon Knight belt is one of the most viewed videos on the channel.
Yes, that is in Toy Story Week.
Yeah.
Story, right? When me and my friend finally found the toys in the store, and we found the belt, and we looked at this, and we said, "What is this cheap ass freaking cardboard slide shit?" We were like, we were, like, so confused why it was, like-
414,000 views on that thing. It was fun at the time. As a kid, I enjoyed it. As an adult, yeah, of course, I like the Ryuki one, but like,
I mean, as a kid's toy,
it's a kid's
fun.
toy. I think that the most awkward part was the deck removal part. I kind of wish it had like a. I think I even said it in the video. I wish it had a tray to slide into instead of having to clip it.
I think that's the one thing that sucks. Is, since you guys are slightly younger, for me and my friend, we were like, "Wow, this is a step for American toys." When we saw it,
Yeah,
it felt like very cheap. And then,
hey, look at you look at kids' toys nowadays. I wish you had this stuff.
it's
back
true.
then.
Soundwave.
How about?
Because like, it's so weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say this Soundwave short I made was supposed to be entered in the BotCon like fan film contest at 2009, but the file formats didn't work, so it didn't get entered.
Oops. How about your 11-part candy toy, Shinkenger?
The first mini plot review that anyone ever did. I don't know if that's a true statement.
And then Wheels took and Metal took.
I passed the baton.
You mean the thing that? Yeah, you mean the thing where everyone was like, "Oh, yo, so you don't step on his toes? Go ask Soundout." And Soundout's like, "I don't want to do any more mini plot." And then I was the one who literally like led the charge, and then everyone copied me.
And then Metal took it.
Yeah, no, everyone copied me. Like my favorite part was like one time was that one time Dark Law where you're like, "Yeah, didn't you get it from Metal?" And Metal is like, "No, I stole it from Wheels. Who got it from Soundout?" And Soundout's like, "Yeah, I gave it to Wheels."
And never forget your Double Driver Part A to H.
So this wasn't a runtime issue. This was my computer couldn't render more than 3 minutes of video.
Look at the 1 minute 55. These are short. They're YouTube shorts.
Yeah, oh my god, this is a thing that like YouTube's looking to expand YouTube Shorts, that any video in portrait mode that is less than 8 minutes will be automatically turned into a short. And I'm glad these are not in portrait mode, because that would happen to them. And people have been yelling at YouTube to not do that. Like, let us have the choice of, is it a short or a regular video? Because that will affect a lot of old YouTube. But yeah, this was just because my computer was incapable of rendering video because it was dying. It just it would crash every time I tried to render the video. So I just did it in 2 to 3 minute chunks to try to get it done. And I have natural breakpoints. I thought about it. I did natural breakpoints. It's not like I cut off in the middle of the sentence.
I just like how you never went back and like compilation and all them.
By the time I thought about doing it, it was just too late. I kind of have this thing, and this is kind of like one of the things on the channel, as you can tell from the fact I've never updated these thumbnails, is that once it's done, it's done. Like, it's done as is, and then we move on.
I just like them. They're nostalgic.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to touch them now. Of course not. Like, there's no way I'm touching these thumbnails now. But it's like...
Psycho, has he ever finished the Signature Mini?
No, I didn't buy the bowl. That's why I told Wheels, you do it. I think because I like...
The best part about it, too, was...
I realized that while I liked Mini-Plot, I did really like Deluxe Mecha more.
Okay, I'll tell you how it went down, because I have a more vivid memory.
Good, because my memory sucks.
Okay, so you had Shinken... Did you have Shinkano and at least the first
He had Shinkano and Ebi Origami.
I got all the way up to I got all the way up to the Ebi and the Squid. And then I didn't buy the Ushi or the Kyoryu.
Okay, so this is what happened. At the time, I think you had just gotten out Shinkenger and Bird, but you did not have the Ebi and the Squid or whatever. Whatever. You didn't have gold.
Well, no, I did, because I did them back to back. If you look at the reviews, I did all. Okay. I did the main.
The only thing he didn't have was Bull and the Light
Here's the thing,
Lord.
did they come out all at the same time, or did they come out like every other day? I forget.
They came out. I don't know, because I don't want to click on all these videos because I have to sit through the ads. But
because I think
they're all back to back. There's no breaks between uploads.
Hold on, I can look. I can look.
Oh yeah, Mr. Premium, go look.
Because I remember
Why?
at the time, you either were getting them out as I contacted you, because you were more shocked that I had like the entire thing shipped to me. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, I got like everything coming. And you were like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, I just got them
Because
all
I
at
didn't get things when they
CS4.
first came out, because Shinkenger was my first Sentai, so I was like always picking up the
Yeah, no, what
on the
happened
power
was
curve. I was a little behind the power curve. That's the phrase.
no,
So
I came in a little bit late, but I ended up getting the entire wave all the way up to Mugu Daio or whatever, like right around that time. And Shuki was like, yo, I think Soundout's doing them right now, and I think at the time you had just put up all the way right before you had Ebby and Gold. So I think that's like right around that. So it probably was in the same week, but you were like either like just still uploading or working on.
So Ryan, what was the rate of upload?
So Shinkenger was Shinken O Part 1 to 3 was all one day. That was August 29th. Dai Tenku was, let's see, Part 1. Let's see, was August 30th, and they all 3 parts came out the same day. Same day.
Yeah, so
let me go check.
Literally, me and Sam
Yes.
Yeah, because back in the day when we had the time limit restriction, we would I think all of us would do this. We would just upload all the parts of it in one go.
So
yeah,
it would be like one part one day, or one part one day, or the next day.
Or for me at least, I just uploaded them all at once. I was like, it's one video, you just have to see it in 3 chunks. So I was like, this is how people watch anime on here. You can do it with my videos.
Oh god,
I remember, like I said, I just remember you were up to at least the one where you put the bird together, Tenku or whatever on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's
so
when you and me started talking.
EB, your review of the Ika origami was September 1st. Your review on the Ebi origami / Dai Kaio was September 7th. Part 1 and part 2 of that. 2009.
Yeah, because
so they were close together, but not like every day. But yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't start putting up my videos till I think early April, because I got them in, and then I just built them over the winter. Because I remember I talked to you about it, and then I went and I got the stuff coming in, because I remember Mr. S had gotten the movie one, if you don't recall. He only got 5 of them in. And
Cyclos, can't wait for the A to Z videos. Double Driver V2.
See you later, Climbers Collection. Glad you could join us.
They're all just YouTube shorts.
That would be. I could do it.
Speaking of which, we're speaking of Shinkenger.
Yeah.
That's which mini plaza actually like 3 feet away from me.
Shinkenger?
Majority of the Shinkenger stuff.
We also got your first. We got your. I think the end of 2009 was your first theme week. Villains week.
Yeah, Villains Week.
Which was
2010. Villains Week was early 2010.
Okay,
I'm looking
which
at
was.
It, yeah.
Oh yeah, Chris, because you had the Christmas thing, but it was two Power Rangers and the rest is Transformers.
Yep. I did not have enough to fill it out, but there we go. I also had several fan henshins. That was the thing I was doing.
A lot of people were doing that back in the day. I remember.
I was really proud of this Fang Joker one, which hold on.
How do you get the whole hang look?
Okay, let's look at this real quick because hey, no ads because Toei took my copyright away. Right, took my
you just use audio because you just use audio to show.
Look, back then we did not think about copyright law. Okay, it was a different time. It wasn't enforced back then. That's why. This whole thing, because I know it looks like child abuse, but so
fuck you, made spit take. I got water over myself.
My dad tied me up with the rope, and then we looped it over the top of the door, closed the door. I just went up on my tippy toes, make it look like I was hanging there, like Shotaro was in the episode of Double. And then we just put tinfoil over the driver to do the bit from the episode. It was very simple, but like it's kind of like extra. It's so extra for just like a fan henshin video. That has the fan henshin video, by the way, ends at 54 seconds, and then the last 49 seconds is credits.
And PNG.
And a PNG.
Or JPEG.
Yes.
JPEG.
That was funny. it was just like because I was like, "Hey, Dad, I want to do this," and he's like, "Okay," and then he came up with it because he's smart.
Oh god. Oh, do you want to talk about whatever? What was the idea of double boil climax?
The idea was that Deno had crossovers with every other Kamen Rider, and I was like, they need to have a crossover with Double, and it clearly wasn't happening, so I decided to make it myself. I then realized, let me get down to this. I then realized how
you did voice
involved
actor.
it is to do stop motion, guys. It's not easy.
It wasn't even stop motion. It was slideshow.
Exactly, because I realized how hard it is to do. Also, stop motion really is slideshow. It's just, like 24 slideshow
frame by frame
frames a second. Yeah, but like,
yeah.
I didn't have the other Imagine Psychos because they were P Bandai, and I didn't know how to do that yet. Now I know how to get everything. I'm one of those guys. It's like, how do I get this? Well, let me tell you, I can get you anything. But yeah, no, that was the whole idea behind it.
Like the guys.
I ran a contest for Urotaros' voice, and then it didn't like go anywhere because I realized how much work it would be.
It was back before you had us.
Yep. Nowadays, I just hire friends with the no money we make. Yeah,
exactly.
And I kept providing updates to it because I was having computer trouble, camera trouble, all kinds of stuff in this era. It was like,
what was the counting up the writers video?
So that was me doing a video counting every single Kamen Rider we had up to that point.
Then were some of them wrong? Because aren't the thumbnail two
aren't even thumbnail writers, two right? Aren't writers, but I thought they were. Okay.
I see. I see your first.
Psycho says, when I was younger, I was waiting for the SH Deno Part 2. Did that get copyright? Yes, it did. That video got axed by Toei. It can't even be seen anymore. It's just like blocked in all regions. For Shishaku Henshin Deno, it's like
what did you do in that video?
Music.
Play music, probably. Yeah.
But they won't let me remove the music to remove the copyright claim. It was like a complete block. Like I cannot use it.
Oh, look, your first entry in Marvel. Oh, no, the first one was the Deadpool.
No, part 1 is just the Deno forms. Part 2 was the Zeranos. Oh, I played a clip from the movie. That would do it. Oh yeah, no, because I did the double one. Yeah, where were we at? I'm like losing track a little bit. Sorry.
Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2, my first Marvel video.
No, the first was Deadpool. The comic Deadpool was from X Order. Hey, convenient. Deadpool Wolverine.
It all comes back.
Full circle. Probably your second most successful thing, as like Toy Story Week, is Power Rangers Week.
Power Rangers Week. I was gonna say I'm one of the only people that reviewed the DX belt extenders. Like they needed a review. Power Rangers Week is
you had to tell fat people how to put it on.
Yeah, including myself. Power Rangers Week was legitimately it's legitimately still makes
some of my
money.
favorite videos.
It still makes me money. These videos are still monetized. At least some of them. I don't think they're all monetized, but like enough of them are where I still get like.
There's some of my favorite videos because because you were the one people that did review of like the ride Zords or the searching the Operation Mission Response one.
That's why those have the view counts they do.
I also really like the Q-Rex video because I like you talk about how you got it from to Air Force Base.
Yep. That was good. That's also like the Q-Rex that's currently on the shelf because my first one as a kid just doesn't work anymore. This one's still. I opened it 14 years ago. So
in between the Power Ranger Week and Toy Story Week, where I love the vlogs one because to me they look like nowadays those are like analog horror videos because how low quality
I filmed them on my flip phone.
They're so low quality. It looks like it's gonna be an analog horror.
I filmed these on my flip phone. I want you to know. I uploaded them to YouTube from my flip phone. And oh my god, these guys, if YouTube actually implements that automatic shorts thing, these are going to get turned into shorts. Look at these fireworks, guys. Can't you tell the amazing quality? I was like way too wrapped up.
I was thinking a jump scare to happen. Like there's gonna be some boogeyman face appear like out of nowhere.
The problem was I switched from using a desktop because the desktop died. I used a laptop. The laptop was dying, so all I could do was post videos from my phone.
I like the sound update. Help!
Yeah, because this is what was happening on my computer. It was dying.
And then you get your next I think your most successful video stuff is the Toy Story week.
1.6 million views. When I tell you that this video is still making me money, it's still monetized. Look, Deadpool Wolverine ad. Like, this is a video. This is from my era where, again, copyright law like didn't exist, but I started using like royalty-free music and stuff. So I was like, I was in the clear.
That good old Kevin McAllister music.
Yeah, so it like it worked out, and yeah, if you look at popular, 1.6 million. That is the top video. The second top is this how else I say Power Rangers Spider-Man? My brain's broken. Power Rangers Samurai Megazord video was like nutty. I don't get how those got that high, but I'm not complaining either.
Because they came out on the I think because they came at the right time.
Yeah. The part that gets me is that they're still getting views. Like, it just still keeps climbing. Like, that Toy Story video, like, the Power Rangers one kind of plateaued, but the Toy Story one has been on a solid increase over the last 14 years. It still gets views. It still generates revenue. I don't know what it is about that video.
I think it's nostalgia. I think it's nostalgia. It's nostalgia because it's
gotta be, right?
Because I think essentially because it's not the Toy Story collection Buzz and Woody. Those are specifically the old like Dinkway Buzz and Woody from back in the day.
Yeah.
And there's such a lot of nostalgia to it. And I think especially is I feel like a lot of it is it's nostalgia for people who also had Buzz and Woody like that. Like you know, I think remember I think the Woody hat or Woody wasn't even like the original hat, it was like a different hat.
Yeah.
And like I know a lot of kids that had the same experience as you did where they just replaced their Woody with their
hat, yeah.
And yeah, so I think there's a lot of nostalgia for not even just Toy Story, but just having those toys is,
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Big fact there.
And also, just in general, Toy Story Week 1 performed insanely well. Especially the addendum video, because that one I had stuff that most people didn't review, like Rex. Because it wasn't the collection version.
Alright, because I think that's the end of 2010. I think we're going up to 2011.
Yeah, just about, because we did some Transformers and some DC. Start my DC.
On Figma Dragonite.
All right, 2011. Let's review. This is good that we're going back through this because I kind of forget. I've been doing this a lot. Do I have the Toy Story stuff on display? Yeah, they're on the top of my closet. They're on their own shelf.
with that hand, you're scared to touch.
I know he's surrounded by like 4 plushies, so he's got impact zone. Yeah. Okay, so we're in a new year. This is 2011 now, right? I think Samurai Mega Blade is like the last video I did on camera without removing the helmet. How are the
Figma Dragonites? Do you still have them? Are
I
they
have
still
them
like
all
good?
Still, yeah, they're okay. They're holding up okay.
Because I know they use a lot of rubber, so like I'm curious how well they are.
They're not degrading, but they're getting that like oxidized like cocaine dust stuff. Yeah.
I remember my cat one time just like nibbled, like barely even like gnawed on it, and it screwed up one of the weapons.
Damn. That's why I don't have pets. Oh, this Naruto, wave 1 of Toonami's Naruto, and then it took them 12 and a half years to release wave 2.
I think when they released wave 2, wasn't Anime Heroes out at that point?
Yes! By the time wave 2 came out, Anime Heroes was, and they just reissued Kakashi and Naruto, and they're like, here's Pain. That was like
what? What happened there?
Lord Zed's Last Stand was the face reveal video, which was also like a storyline segment.
Yep.
And so that was the face reveal. Yep. Mobile unboxing fail was when I was doing an unboxing in the car with my phone while we were driving home from the post office. I don't know why I did that. I have, if there's one thing to take away from this, I have always been a YouTuber that throws things at a wall to see what sticks.
Yep. The Sonic Week.
Ironically, one of my shorts this week is in the same exact vein as this mobile unboxing.
Really?
It's the same exact vein of like, why did he make this? It's too late now. I've already uploaded it.
Oh man, the Sonic Week. I remember that.
I'm gonna wrap dinner. I'll be back. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
2015 when I return.
Yeah, probably.
It's okay. We're gonna hit upload gap soon as I'm trying to finish high school.
Yep, we'll be quicker. Sonic Week. That's nostalgic. Looking at it,
that's good stuff. The Swordfish Zord review is funny because I didn't have enough material to like make it long enough.
Battle.
So I decided to have a Megazord battle filmed inside of it. God, I wish the days I had time like that.
Okay, I got the O's because the O's
Psycho.
was the
Oh
April
yeah.
Fool's.
Well, SSJ4 Jason said, "How far into Shippuden were we when Wave 2 came out? Shippuden had been over for 4 years."
Yeah, Boruto was out at that point.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. The O's Driver review. Psycho O's is
So-
like O's Driver. This was the April Fool's video.
Okay, so like old backstory of community time, I guess. I remember during this era, essentially looking at this little kid. I was 11. I was there was a giant like war between like the Toku, not war, but like I remember like because Double was such a big hit thing.
Yeah.
Then when O's came around, I remember there was a bunch of I don't know if controversy is the right word, but like or drama. But I remember like there were a lot of Toku reviewers not wanting to touch O's and touch O's and such like that. And I think it got blended to Forze, if I remember right.
Yes.
Also, you can probably remember better than I because I was an outsider.
It was like everybody, like the thing was that people review the Double Driver, and then the YouTube comments section from the fandom was just like, "When are you reviewing the O's Driver? When are you reviewing the O's Driver? When are you like?" It wasn't are you reviewing the O's Driver? It was when.
I think it wasn't just you. I think it was everybody. Reviewer.
Because I think Shuki was the only one collecting and reviewing O's.
The O's line,
because everybody got turned off by how many medals there were. And everybody was like, and also because it was really hard to get the medal packs. So a lot of people were like, I'm not doing that.
Man, you say that, I think of nowadays, man.
Yeah, I know, right? But no, back in the day, CS Toys got like one of the Shouta O's medal set and had to do a raffle for it.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, it was that bad. They were such in demand that stores couldn't even get them to put them up. It would go up on AmiAmi and it would sell out while it was in the cart. Like, you couldn't check out fast enough for some of these things. Yeah, Psycho has mentioned the Astro Switches. Those were easier because everybody did all the big run for O's and they were tired, so they didn't do it for Forze. And I ended up getting them, but I still had to pay $40 for the hopping switch.
Don't forget you punch a box in the vlog.
I did, yes. AR said, I'm back, didn't know you would still be live. Yep. All right, so here's the thing about this O's Driver review. This was my April Fool's video, right? It was uploaded April 1st, 2011. I don't know why I started it by rolling in the what is that guy? Tackle Boy from O-Ranger? I don't remember his American name. So what I did was
Warrior Wheel,
thank you. What I did to appease the people who had been yelling at me for months to review the O's Driver, I said, fine, I'll review it. This is the one from the Figuart. Look at this. I did a full review of the O's Driver and the scanner from the Figuart, pretending like this was the deluxe one. And that was my biggest middle finger I've ever given to a group of people. Because I got comments on this video where they were like, oh, this isn't the deluxe one, what are you doing? And it was the people that had been harassing me about reviewing the deluxe one, going, that's not what I asked for. I'm like, look, I reviewed Nose Driver. I reviewed Nose Driver.
Thinking back, how many were those actual, like, grown adults, or how many of those were just, like, little kids?
I have no idea, and honestly...
Because, like, well, nowadays when I hear that, I feel like a lot of that's little kids. I never want to... If we were to do that now, if it's something like, if a scenario like that happened, then we won't do it. Imagine you won't do it, because I feel like a lot of those are just little kids. And
also, like, now, I think the Toku fandom at the time was just so much in its infancy. Yeah. I don't do stuff like that now, because, like, if there's people harassing me about stuff, I'm just gonna, like, ignore it. It's what I do now. Back then, though, I mean, it was also, like, way more intense back then. I've had nobody harass me about stuff the way that the Toku fandom harassed me about that O's Driver back then. So it's just, like, I'd never do it again, but I was glad I did it, you know? Like, it was just, because it got to the point where, like, people were emailing me to tell me to review that damn thing, and I was just like, let up. I telling people I don't want to buy it. Like, I told them over and over and over again. And so that's why it finally hit because that was April, right? O's started in September. I had been getting comments and emails and messages daily, every single day for months. That's probably, that's right, Psychos. That's probably why I don't love O's. I got harassed about O's. I got harassed about it for months.
Don't you like it now?
I like it now, yeah. It took a rewatch.
No, because I just remember O's back in the day was, I don't not hate it, but I think it was that kind of vitriol where O's and Forze were kind of like not like, but they get also part of me go like, was that part of it? Also, was it like classical? It's not double, so it's bad
Yeah,
scenario.
it was
You
that.
know?
It's not double, so it's bad was the very much thing. And I liked it, but I didn't love O's until I really like it now. But I don't like
O's,
love it because I don't have the nostalgia for it because it was kind of a stressful time
you
to
know, with
be in
O's.
the
I
review
mean,
space.
this is going a little slightly off topic, but I think O's is one of the best because of his themes and messages. I think
Yeah.
that's going for more natural like art and themes of the story, and rather
When I
than
finish
you know,
watching
of the
Fives
time.
Blade, Ghost, and Kabuto, we're gonna totally do a writer tier list, and that'll be fun.
Yeah. Also, God, the arts Omnimon came in that big of a box. My God.
Yes, because they had a separate plastic cape for posing. We'll see
Oh
if I
yeah,
get that.
right. Because yeah, I mean, if people complain about the cape, like some like the plastic capes and plastic
Do you guys see how big this box
clo-
is on stream here? You guys can see it. It is this mat. It was. I remember the thing was like so expensive to ship, and I was like, why?
Do you still have it? The art
Yeah,
Omnimon?
I still do.
Or do you...
He's sitting in the back.
I'm curious. Is he horribly yellowed? I'm looking at how that sparkly plastic.
He's a little yellowed, yeah. He's a little yellowed, but he's not as bad as my Metabots Rakusho. Yeah, just
Yeah.
ridiculous size box. We're in peak Gokaiger. Oh, Figma Sting, the figure that fell apart on me and I threw at a wall.
The
Kicked at a wall.
infamous video. The infamous video.
The infamous video. There's all kinds of other stuff. All the Dragon Knight Figmas that came out. 6 of them released in 1 month. That's why they're all there back to back.
6 of them came out, man. Remember when Figmas used to release that fast?
Yeah, I know, right? Back in the day, what it was. Well, here's what it was. It was Figma Sting is definitely more fragile than the real Great Sinanju. They're not crazy. AR, go check out my Omegamon premium color version review. I compared the D art to the R War game to the premium color. I did all 3 in one.
Mm-hmm.
What happened was that the dates kept getting delayed. They kept getting delayed. They kept getting delayed, and then they finally all the 6 of the last ones just boom same month, and it was just like what? Like everybody was caught off guard. It was like you talk about wallet killers. That was a wallet killer, like immediate.
Yeah.
Um,
But still, like, man, I look at back, like, man, I hate how Good Smile, man. Also, people PSA don't buy on Good Smile's site right now.
oh yeah, there's people have been losing credit card data, right?
Yep. So do you want to get to the DC phase of channel? Okay, when your channel, I don't want to say, I hate saying the word fell off, but I think kind of alienated a lot. Well,
See, the thing
I think alienate's the more
alienate's a good
appropriate
part.
term.
I'm gonna go fall off because I'm harsh on myself.
Was this
at Albuquerque Comic Expo 2011? It was when I started reading comics full time. I wanted to get into DC Classics to collect Batman figures, and I was doing that. And then at that convention, I got the Kilowog wave because I love Green Lantern. And then that was what spiraled me into this. I love DC, and I'm only going to talk about DC because I was buying like a ton of figures trying to catch up. And so as you can see, for a chunk of this, it's only DC. I did one Power Rangers review, which was the Samurai Claw.
Is this in 2011?
This is 2011. Yeah, I don't remember we're in 2011.
I see the forest. Yeah, it was in 2011. I don't think we get to 2012 into the Return of the Clones.
Exactly. And so the thing is, we get all that, and then I do some Ranger keys, but it becomes a DC channel. The problem is, Pixel Dan was great at reviewing the DC figures right away because Mattel would send him review copies, which means there was not a space for a bunch of people to be doing DC figure reviews. Kind of like now, because
I forgot.
Yeah, he used to do all the Mattel stuff. They would just send him everything.
Yeah, cause I guess I watched the hell out of the master reviews, but I forgot he also did the DC stuff. I think I'm not surprised.
There was the review spot was also pretty good at DC reviews.
Yeah, that's where I got my DC reviews was review spot. Yep.
Toy Shiz is the DC guy now with Multiverse, and it's just there's not enough space for a ton of reviews. It's like why I don't do individual Marvel Legends reviews, except as YouTube shorts, because that's actually working pretty good.
I think there's definitely some YouTubers that are able to get by for doing their single reviews. My favorite 5 POA, real good channel, real good review channel. Mm-hmm. But like, yeah,
but you really have to be like that's what you do is single reviews, and you put them out like when they come out, not like with me. I do this like 2 videos, 2 shorts a week thing. What? They just dropped a Figuarts announcement during the stream.
Wait, what? What?
Spin Dash just said Hinata just got announced. What? I have to go on the Hell site. Hold on.
Did someone put it in our Discord? No, not yet.
God, this stream. I just realized what. Oh God, it's 6 o'clock. I have been having fun looking back at the past, guys. It's been great. Robot, I do remember the earthquake. There she is. Holy shit! I just got done with a flashback arc with her.
Wait,
Boom. There's Hinata. Okay, thanks, Bandai. We'll look at her full pictures next week.
Well, 2 females back to back.
I know,
Damn.
right? That's why I was like, what? Oh, did her voice actor pass recently?
I think Japanese. I'll look it up. But like, damn, Hinata looks great.
I guess I'll start next week's notes. What's next Monday?
Next Monday is December 2nd.
Oh God, we're already in December. All right. SHF Hinata. I ought to I just got to put it in my notes so I don't forget.
You pronounce Hinata weirdly.
Hinata?
Like you sound like they. Yeah, it's how you say piano, like or something like that.
Sorry, that's the Mexican in me. Hinata. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's Hinata. Is it? I can't do it right. I'm sorry.
Hinata. That's how I think that's how the dub round. Yeah,
that's
Hinata.
how the dub did it. Yeah. Oh wait,
Psycho
says Naruto's mom. Okay,
it's Kushina. Yeah, it's Kushina's VA.
Who we also need. Muteki's like Bandai making women. Yeah, I know. They are at the point we thought we could predict them, but now they're just like, nope. Here you go, just tossing them out one at a time.
Hey, they're right better than the bleach line. I'm so not angry about that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. But the DC, there's nothing bad about branching out. But I think it's one of those things where it's such a strict DC. I think what alienated people.
And the reason why is because that was all I cared about at the time. I was hyper fixated on DC, and I didn't want to do other stuff, which is also why you can tell the Ranger Key reviews stopped. But then I was still doing Power Rangers because I really liked Power Rangers still at the time. It's also funny the YouTube cropping on thumbnails now.
I really like one of my favorite videos for this era was Castle Duran versus Rebel Getty, because you want to know if you review those things.
Yeah, though that was a fun video. That was also, you can tell they pulled the runtime limit. That's a 42-minute video in 12 years ago.
Was it that long? Damn, yeah. I don't remember that video.
I went deep. As they gave me an inch and I took a mile. There's a bunch of these videos that are lengthy.
The classic Jazzers figures. And Silver's just there.
Yep. I was doing more convention coverage.
All right, so I think that's all 2011. So shall we 2012?
I think we're in 2012 now. Let's rank 2011. B. It had the face reveal, that was great, but then the DC fall off.
And the samurai videos did very well.
Videos, but the DC fall off. Nope. Nah. Oh, this big box. What was in this big box? Ask Psycho-O's. How much was Prime Breakdown back in the day? Like $50.
Yeah. All right, so Return of the Clones. So you want to talk about your fail story of the clones?
This was like a giant Ami box. Why was this box so big?
Well, what was in it?
It's got Prime Breakdown in it. It's got a ton of model. Oh god, this is when I started buying model kits.
Oh no,
model kits and a ton of Transformers. Yeah, that's what was in it.
All right, you want to talk about your bootleg Daredevil?
Where's my? Oh god, where are we at? Return of the Clones.
Yes.
I've talked about it before. But I had a. What was the backstory of what?
Okay, finish what you're saying. Finish what you're saying first.
I meant for there to be an anniversary video every year where it would be like a little film production.
And then high school happened.
Then I was graduating high school I graduated high school in 2013, and I started college that fall. So I was getting too busy, and especially when I got to college and was doing actual film school stuff, I just didn't have time to do that anymore. And then it's gotten so far away from me, I can't return to it now.
So why did History of Megazords never continue?
Why History of Megazords never continued is because, first of all, AR said when people were asking you about O's reviews, how old were you? When was O's airing? 2010?
2011.
2010 to 2011?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 15 to 16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, History of Megazords was supposed to be every Megazord get reviewed. I had that idea in 2009. Okay, I had that idea brewing. I finally make an episode, which is the Bull Megazord. The second episode, Samurai Gigazord, which has a terrible thumbnail, just the logo. I wanted it to be originally I was gonna go Dino Megazord, Dragon Zord, Titan, like every Megazord in order.
And then they broke.
And then things broke. And then parts were missing. And then I couldn't get certain Zords. And I had this and this. So I was like, okay, fine. Let me just start with the most recent. All right. And then I'll do every Megazord. And then college happens. And then it became kind of a problem.
Could that series be revived? I mean, I guess the story is revived with
Sentai Showcase.
Sentai Showcase.
I would revive History of Megazords only if
they weren't breaking.
They weren't breaking. I can't do it now because we get to
Go Buster the bomb. Go Buster would just be a live bomb defusal.
What even worse would be Ninja Storm.
Oh yeah.
I cannot take the Ninja Storm Zords apart. They will shatter.
What was the Vexer and Celery Man? Was it like some kind of inject with the R&R crew?
Yeah, there was a guy in the R&R crew called Celery Man. So that was the April Fool's video, was a Figuart of the Celery Man, which was just a stick of celery, and we put in dialogue of him. Voice recording.
Will the gag now be the cow Figuart?
Yes, that would be the gag now. Anyways, I think somebody Psycho said, did you get out of your way to get a Happy Meal? Yes, because I don't usually like McDonald's, but I need a Happy Meal box to compare it to this food droid. I
want to see more DC. Man, there was a
convention coverage. More DC. Oh, that's because of the subscription service. That didn't help. Stated the production November 2012 was a depressing video. I don't know why, it just is.
The Justice League Christmas Party.
The Justice League Christmas Party. Soundout Dissolves, the one pilot series that never went anywhere. They're just these little balls, and you put them in water, and then they bubble up, and then there'd be a little figure inside.
The title sounds more gruesome.
I know, right? It's me dissolving, like the Wicked Witch of the West. And then the Justice League Christmas Party, and then we rounded out the year with the Fall of Cybertron Soundwave Sound Blaster, as well as the cassettes, which I was very excited.
So where we ranked 2012?
Where would I rank 2012? I'm going to be totally freaking honest. Despite its greatness, a C. And the reason why is because we went through it quick, because there was a massive gap of me just not making anything.
Also, a lot of DC, so not much content variety.
And I'm going to be totally honest, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys, my DC reviews suck ass. They're terrible. They are the they're some of the most dry videos I've ever done. I cannot watch them.
Because because for me, if I were to review like a comic, I'm gonna do like some nice little history about the character, and then review the figure. But I think it's just you look at this cool dude.
I didn't talk about who the Phantom Stranger was in the Phantom Stranger video, and nowadays I would, like how I did Storm, and I was like, here's a brief history on her costumes.
What was the Watchmen? Was that NECA? Who did that?
That was Mattel. They did a subscription service for 6 Watchmen figures.
When did DC fully absorb Watchmen? Was that after?
It was with the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, guys.
Because they published it as Vertigo, but they put it in they started putting it under DC around the movie.
I'll go the figure perfect. When's my 3.0 perfect cell?
For real,
that
right?
figure. I don't think
High grade Shining Gundam was my first Gundam review.
Mm-hmm. I think they keep using that cell most of this day, or at least the last time they released it. Okay.
Soundout Flash review for Megaforce Wave 1 is actually really fun because I did it in like 3 minutes and I did a ton of editing on it. I had fun with that one.
Would that be? I mean, that'll be a short.
Nowadays, it would be a short. Yeah. It's kind of like a lot of what I did with the shorts, or like a lot of what I do with
Power
shorts.
Rangers. I mean, Power Rangers action card game.
That was just me and my mom doing silly voices and playing the card game.
How was that card game? I always wanted to play as a kid, but never found anybody to play it with.
I just had to get my mom to play it, and it was fine. It's no magic. It's fine. It's serviceable. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me.
So what was the story of Star Trek week? Was it because it was 4 days instead of 5? Oh god, the Korea Star Trek stuff. Oh god.
Oh yeah. So here's what happened. I did Star Trek week. Remember that thing where I was trying to finish high school?
Yeah.
I did not have time to plan it out ahead of time, so I thought I can just do this. I was doing it where I would film and edit one video after I got home from school. You know what I realized after Star Trek week day 4? I didn't have anything else.
Because this is before you dig out your old Playmate stuff, I'm assuming?
All that Playmate stuff was still sitting in storage.
Look, it's that red hood. It looks like really bad red hood, Mattel made.
It's a really bad red hood. The reason why that week was only 4 days, because I could not come up with an idea for a 5th day, because I'd already done the Mego figures. And the Mego figures from a little while prior to that did so well. I thought, oh, let me do Star Trek videos, and these did okay.
Hey, it's unlike DC videos. It survived to today.
It has, and maybe we'll be doing some more Star Trek in the future. We shall
Uh,
see.
Hey, look, your weirdly popular Yu-Gi-Oh video.
Oh god, are we there already? Am I weirdly? Hold on, let me see. Oh, I'm so glad I reviewed the Storm Megazord here because I can't now. My
If you do
weirdly
it now, put
popular
stock
Yu-Gi-Oh
footage.
unboxing where every single comment is telling me about what I got wrong.
You know what's weird? That video, like, because the video doesn't have the white background, it kind of looks like a video made today about the
I know.
the UI and everything like that.
It's true. It does kind of look like a nowadays kind of video where it's because I stood by the white void for so long, but I had to give it up because it bored me. I like the color. I like the color tone I have now. I really do. You know, like it. I like having that wooden. It brings life to it. I feel like the white void is just too dead. Thank you, Sentai Ranger Donnie.
Yeah, it's not. It's not open zone where you collect rings and all that stuff.
Wait, did we cross over into 2013 already? Because here's
when
Comic-Con
did the Power Rangers?
2014.
When did the Power Rangers set came out? Was that 20? Yeah, no, that was out of 2013 because the Megaforce set. Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
2013. Wow, that was 2013.
2013. Did we already finish that? Because the
I think
Comic-Con
so.
was in January, so I think that we'll just go with that. Okay. 2013, it's a B.
I
There's some
started
good
as a B. I
stuff
thought it
in
would be
it.
a C. I thought it would be a C.
I don't know. I almost want to put it in D, but we'll do C. We'll do C. All right. These Power Rangers interviews. I have a funny story to tell you guys.
I mean, first, I think the Legacy Collection DVD set, I think, is one of the best. I think one of the
Yes.
best video on that thing because it's actually a nice in-depth look at the video.
You know what's great about
on the
that?
set?
That video did so well because Shout Factory didn't put out anybody's reviews but mine. They posted on
Really?
their Twitter, go check out this great review of our Legacy DVD set. And they posted my video.
That's really cool.
It was really, really cool. They saw it and they thought it was great.
Because I think it helps that I think other people just unbox it. You actually like took a look of the set itself.
It was
the
a
content it had.
review and not just
Unboxing.
Yeah. This Comic-Con, I got to interview Catherine Sutherland and Steve Cardenas. That was fun. This Comic-Con panel.
If you want to watch it in compilation form, we did Power Playback, I think, last year.
Yes, please watch it in compilation form. The resolution's higher. This Comic-Con panel is a funny story. I got an email like a few months ago. All right. And it was I'm going to say it because I'm not under NDA because they didn't respond. I got an email that was from somebody that was like, oh, I'm making a Power Rangers documentary. And they're part of like a big documentary company. And like, we're making a Power Rangers documentary. Can we use footage from this video of yours? We'll give you credit. Or no, they didn't say they would give me credit. They were like, we just would like to use video from this footage. And I was like, okay. So I sent them back an email. And I was like, all right, so will I be credited?
And they're a legit company.
Legit company, right? Yeah. So I responded back professionally with like, okay, I would be interested in using this. I would like to know a few things before giving my consent to the footage being used. Like, you know, what kind of compensation is there? Is it just credit? Is it monetary?
It better not be for like hate stuff or something.
Right, exactly. I was like, what context is the footage being used in? What is the documentary about that this would be, you know, used for? And then I left like, you know, Anna, you know, do I need to sign an NDA about this? I asked these like legitimate, like normal questions you would do if you're doing stuff in the film industry. Never got a response. So if there's a Power Rangers documentary out there, guys, and you see footage from my recording of this panel, please let me know because they will have then taken it without permission after I asked legitimate, logical follow-up questions that you do in this industry. So, yeah, I'm not even gonna say what the company is because I don't remember. But if a documentary comes out, probably about JDF because he's on this panel, and you see footage from it, like ping me because I'll check and see if they used my footage without permission because. Guess who can get money from that?
Yeah. Then you got really into the guy in arm chains. I mean, that was a really good line. That was a really great line. I think they're some of the best gimmick figures. They're just fun and posable and all that stuff. The first dip, the first dip of the legends.
You ever watch somebody get hooked on a drug in real time? Because here it is. Marvel Legends Week was 7 days for this one wave.
Hey man, it took 10 years to finally get a good Superior Spider-Man. Oh
I
god, it's
know,
been 10
right?
years.
It's been 10 years. Yeah, so there's that. The Legacy Dragon Dagger review, I don't know if you can actually watch it. I don't remember. I need to probably look
Oh yeah,
into that.
because it's only 1 minute,
It's
60
1
minutes.
minute
What the?
because I put all the part that YouTube didn't flag as a copyright strike.
Oh, well, yeah, because he's audio of the show.
They
So
used
that's the
audio from the
problem.
show, and so the whole video got copyright claimed. So I
Oh, man.
uploaded, I took the monetization off, put it unlisted, linked it through this video in some way.
Oh man, you want a time capsule? When Mario 8 added upload to YouTube function.
Yep. And I didn't know how to do it unlisted, and so they just went public. Then we had some more Dime.
Oh, we had
oh, that's
Week.
right. I was in my Nintendo gaming era with the Wii U.
Then we have Orgeeko, Dinobots, more Marvel Legends, more Figuarts, Power Rangers. How well do those old Mighty Morphin or Zoo Ranger Figuarts age? Are they all right, or
They're
do they
all in a
age
box
badly?
except for White. No, they're all in a box. I had White Ranger on the shelf in the Die Ranger section for a while, but they've aged bad. They're not good anymore. They were fine at the time.
I figure.
Yeah, they don't hold up well. Oh yeah, we reviewed World of Nintendo for Mario.
When it first came out.
Yep.
When it first came out.
It first came out. We got Ranger Key
Oh
packs.
god, that was 10 years of Jax making Nintendo figures. God.
And we still don't have, and we just got Daisy, and we still don't have
Rosalina.
Yeah. More Dime, more Tug
wait,
Future.
okay, wait. Dino Charge, or there's one Dino Charge coming out.
Oh, we just crossed the barrier here.
Wait, no, because did you review them during 24? No, wait, 9 years ago. Yeah, or the barrier.
Yeah.
2014. Honestly, I think not bad year. Honestly,
I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in A because I wasn't consistently uploading, but what I uploaded I thought was solid.
Well, because what I think is the most important thing is variety, and while there's big chunks of multiple the same type of figure, at least is a deep. At least still, there's some good variety. I still. So man, now I fully understand what your hatred of the white background is. So look at these thumbnails.
Oh yeah, you see how generic it looks and like just soul sucking it is. Like I don't like it. I did it for so many years, and I think that's why I just worked it out of my system.
The Legion of Doom Christmas.
The Legion of Doom Christmas, and then we're already into
Bionicle.
Yeah.
Bionicle Week.
Bionicle Week did insanely well. I could not save the brand though. I tried. Look
We
at
all
Look
tried.
at how many views these things got.
Hey look, full circle. Look, the Dual Runner.
Oh yeah, the Dual Runner, which I just at 25K views.
Last scene in Sounds Review, Rebel Tech USA.
Yeah, which did not get.
Oh, this is when the Gundam. This is when the Gundam edition hit.
Yep, this is when the Gundam. I was talking to my mom about this last night. I was like, I just had these phases like through high school and college of like, I'm really into this.
Trust me,
I'm really
I had
into
them
this.
also.
I'm really into this. And then nowadays, I'm just like, and I like all of these things, and I just kind of float through them now.
Oh, trust me, 24. Like high school was my weeb years of like watching so much anime.
I was watching anime because I was doing a lot of Toku. Then I went really heavy into anime, and then I went really heavy into Gundam, and then I just had these phases. Now I just like I don't buy a lot of Gundam, but I buy specific things. I'm more what it is like I was just trying everything, and now I know what I like. Where it's like with Gundam, I like some models, but I mostly am like really focused on the anime side of things, and like with video games, I like certain types of games, and I'm not afraid to say I mostly play licensed games. Yeah, no, it's just the way things are. Same with Marvel Legends.
Also, the problem with Amiibo that we finally concluded.
Yeah, it only took like 10 years, right?
And the very first disc
the first disc discussion, yeah.
Man, this is a mouthful.
Yep. Why DVD and Blu-ray is still the way to go. That video has aged well because it still is.
Look, the final Rage Q video, which is super outdated, that you never changed still. That wasn't the final.
Oh, that wasn't. Yeah, we thought it was it. We thought this was it. They were like, they're done, and then they did like, no, here's a whole other year of Ranger Keys.
Oh god, I didn't know you did a review of Master Asia, the figure art.
They'll never stop.
Wheels, you're back.
We're back.
Hey, look!
We're 2015.
Look, full circle. Hey, look! Hey. Yeah, you're right. Wheels came back in 2015. This 2015. Yeah.
2014, 2015, or whatever when I left outside.
You said 2015 when you come back. And we're at 2015.
Here we are.
Also, hey, look, full circle stand out.
Digimon the movie. Digimon the movie, which new review coming Wednesday, and Feral Rex Week, the time I spent $600 on a Predaking that I like. I love that thing. It's beautiful.
And hat. And a hat
for top 5 favorite fighting
games.
games. I got this is a I'm gonna compliment you, Ryan, so don't get blushed too bad. My thumbnails sucked ass before Ryan started giving me like templates for thumbnails. Like, look at these shitty ass thumbnails. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not even like what is this Blackmore Greymon one? I just stuck my logo up top of his head. Like, what is this fighting game one? My freaking hat? Like, what was I doing? So thank you, Ryan, for making me thumbnail templates that I can actually like make good looking thumbnails out of and not whatever this was.
I love my favorite video of yours. No new sound review today.
Oh god, is there one of those? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's when
Let's go down.
That was when I was in college and also doing a solid video schedule, which I realized that can't be consistent. That can't keep happening.
Also the you never updated the Beetle base thumbnail, which didn't you give that to Wheels?
No, Wheels gave that to me. Or no, I
oh yeah,
it.
no, right.
No, you sold it to me.
Which one?
The Beetle Battle Base.
Which one?
The small one.
Oh yeah, no, that's mine. That's mine.
Yeah, you sold it to me, and I was like, yay.
Then we got the Skull
The reason I got rid of that was it was just collecting. Like, I pretty much put it back into the box it came in, and it was just like kind of collecting dust because as a kid I was hoping they'd make the Metallics one, so I was going to keep them, and I think there was a Metallics one in Japan only, but I wasn't going through all the trouble of hunting it down. I was just like, I'm just going to get rid of this because I got the deluxe ones.
And I was in my Beetleborgs era.
Aren't we always in our Beetleborgs era?
I have been since I watched that show in 2015.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If I can get a 3D printer that can print like those acrylic like things, like where it's like the soft rubbery plastic, I'm just gonna be printing new treads for anyone who needs for board because those treads of mine died a long time ago.
I'm gonna put 2015 in A because I did stick to that schedule.
Variety.
I stuck to that schedule until it burned me out.
And good variety. A lot of good variety also.
All right, we're in 2016 after Bionicle.
I think I had to head up because it is getting late. So
it is
ranking.
Like we need to like get just. I can kind of remember. Let's just go quicker through this. I
might have to go head off for now.
You go ahead and head off. We're gonna finish this up because
you guys enjoy rankings now. Shame.
Appreciate it, Ryan. Plug your stuff before you leave.
Follow me on Darko643 on YouTube and Blue Sky. Do art commissions like the one you see this very channel. You want any? Feel free to DM me on either Blue Sky or just Sounds the Scope. On the link to the description below. Congrats on 25K subscribers. Sent out.
Thank you. We'll see you next week, Ryan.
Have a nice week.
All right. I was just scrolling through. I just noticed there was I had a decent thumbnail format here where it had the logo of the series in one corner and then the name in the other corner. It's still not great, but it was something. And I made an English version of the Geodra logo. That's pretty good.
That was still fine back then because, like, I mean, you and me were using that format for those years, and I was still using that format for a long time, and it was still doing numbers as long as you had the icon, the name of the product, or just the icon and the product on there. People clicked on it. Like, why do you think my videos are still doing good, even though I haven't done anything in years? It's because as long as you take a clear enough photo, use some Instagram filters, put some series watermarks on it. Put your watermark on it. People are gonna go watch it.
Yeah. Oma Ender says I'm still the only English reviewer that DX Amazon's belt now that Japan Anime is gone. Well, that's cool. I'll take that. Crown.
Oh, he's gone? Cool.
I didn't know that, but I also don't know who that is.
He was kind of an a-hole.
Psycho O says, explain why you looked up O-Ranger on Mandarake. Because I wanted a Pyramidas. And I thought, if I'm going to have to spend money on a Pyramidas, why not get the Japanese one? Sound logic, right? More DC stuff, more Atmon. Am I in 2017 already?
I don't know.
I think I crossed over into 2017 already. Yeah, because this is late Geodra. Yeah, no, well, I'm just gonna kind of flash forward through the rest of the years and then just rank the rest of the years if that guys cool.
I just know that like this was the era of Soundout wanting to quit everything, and he was also considering dropping YouTube altogether. He was like, "F you guys, I'm out."
Yep, because I was having. I won't get into it. They did. I did have this week where I
You're
was like,
being
let
a
me talk
baby.
about like the making of
Let's just sum
videos
it
and
up.
stuff, which was neat. 2017 had the 2017 movie for Power Rangers. Amazon's. Oh, when I was doing the Soundcast, which was kind of fun, but doing a solo podcast is like lame. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Like, the only way you can do a solo, I'm gonna be honest, the only way you can really do a solo podcast these days, unfortunately, are now like how you do the current stream where you're on camera.
yeah.
I kind of hate that. I really hate that podcasts no longer can be like audio podcasts. Like everyone turned it into a video format.
I mean,
Where I feel like video should be
all the
an option.
podcasts I listen to are still audio only.
It's weird. A lot of the guys I
all
know
the
are
Star
like,
Trek podcasts are all audio
at
only.
Star Trek are as old as us, where we're like, we gotta
Yeah. Anyways,
stay
no, I
like
think
that.
Miteki's like, I thought you hated O-Ranger. I did. I hadn't watched O-Ranger when I bought that, but still, I wanted the Japanese version of Pyramidas because I love Zeo. So, Soundout Sentai Showcase, guys. Did you know it actually started 7 years ago? I did this really great video and it didn't get that many views, and so I just gave up on the concept and revived it, last year. Or was it this year? No, I revived it this year. Gundam era. This was when I started. I freed myself from the white space after the Kerberos Voyager Q Ranger review.
I'm
I
gonna
was
be
like,
honest with you though,
I'm out of
the
there.
white space for certain toys you do actually do help. It just really depends on the toy.
Yeah.
I prefer the white space because you have such a good lighting at that point, that you can actually see everything. Like the wood
It
one that you
worked better
got
too
works
when I
all
was
right.
recording on like an iPad, but like using an actual camera, I much prefer having like
Yeah.
color range because I can actually adjust the white balance. I can adjust this and tweak everything.
Because like I'm gonna be honest, I still kind of prefer using iPad, iPhone.
Yeah, I mean
I
those are
think
still
it's
great
just a lot
cameras.
more
I
packed,
just
because the one thing that I hate is the dumber version of yours. I don't think has a good. I think mine uses old school like LCD versus you, where you
I got the Retina
has
display.
a more modern screen that looks like a.
Yeah.
We'll see as what the camera's seeing, even though our cameras look identical. I don't see it as 100% what you're seeing.
Yeah. This was also the first Marvel Legends rundown. Was in 2017. I did it in 2 parts because I thought it was too long, but that view count shows me that was a mistake, and that's why the rundowns are just long ass videos now. 9 years on YouTube. This is kind of like, this is my depression era because I was dealing with graduating college and not finding work, which did not fuel me into good things until I found work. There was a lot of stuff going on in that era personally. I was trying to make Model Kit Monday a thing where it became the only thing I uploaded, because the idea was that I would do Model Kit Monday and then do other videos during the week, and then at some point it just became only Model Kit Monday in like 2018 for like a while, and then I went to Morphicon and my soul was regenerated, because I decided to do all
Rangers one.
the
It
ninja
slowly
stuff.
began dying. Even quicker, who knows?
Yeah. Hey, there's the Figuarts Garo the first time it came out in 6 years ago. There's that.
Hey, what are you talking about? The first figure art for Garo came out like.
No, those don't count. Those don't count. They suck. They suck. They don't count.
The original ones, the non-Seiho ones came out.
The
I have the
Seiho,
original.
the Seiho's the only ones that matter. The original ones don't count. They're terrible.
No, the original ones. Okay, the first Garo was fine. It was all the anime ones that came out that sucked ass.
They're all bad. Then I did this video where I said Model Kit Monday will return, and then it didn't. Sorry, there's a lot of false promises in this era. Marvel Legends Rundown 2018. That was an hour and 20 minutes because there was a ton of figures that year, and I bought more of them. I was experimenting with thumbnails again. Soundouts pickups. I know that's something that people mention. Oh, Model Kit Monday did come back. It was after this. They didn't come back. Soundouts pickups was fun, but then it sort of became tedious because if I didn't have stuff to look at, it was like, well, how do I do this every single week? But I kind of just do that with the hauls now, which is quarterly. Worst incomplete Megazord lines is certainly a sentence. That was cool. Top 10 mobile suits that deserve model kits is a gag video, and I really like that one. That one's fun. Then Lightning Collection came. Oh, Lightning Collection.
Left.
Yep. Pickups. How to spot Dragon Ball bootlegs. Oh, here we go. 5 years ago, SH Figuarts Shinkocho Seiho Kiba. That's the first video with a Ryan template. That's when the thumbnails get better. I mean, look at them. It's like night and day from like text in front of figure to boom, template, boom. Soundout's pickups had a whole different like format to it. Yeah, Mutaki, this is where I started putting myself in videos more. It was like 2018, 2019. I started getting more in videos. We had Toy Story Week 2, which was super fun. I did that with my mom. We had fun doing that. That was fun. Gundam figures, Model Kit Monday. When's the last Model Kit Monday? Is it Jet Icarus? Let's see. Oh yeah, I was doing a bunch of Heroes of the Grid stuff until the views fell off, and I was like, this is a ton of work for not anybody watching them. They were good for a bit.
You know what the problem I think? Do you know what I think killed Heroes of the Grid? Everyone bought them hoping they'd find people to play the game with them, and then no one had game with, and there's no digital format for people to play the goddamn board game digitally. So, it died.
Then we
still keeps releasing product.
That's right. In 2019, we had this thing where I had to take a pause on my videos because of the FTC and the new, like, they were trying to do these, like, protect kids rules, and YouTube was like, if you do toys, you're going to get your entire channel set as made for kids. And I was like, I need to stop making videos until we figure this out. And then eventually I was like, all right, videos are coming back now. Because that was a weird time, too. We had, like, YouTubers going to the freaking FTC headquarters to plead the case for us. Because, like, they were trying to take away all monetization from all of YouTube and stuff like that. It was really weird. When did the animated intro begin? I don't remember.
And it was all because of, like those YouTubers, like Ryan's Toys.
Yeah.
Or, like, the families were, like, exploiting their kids.
Mm-hmm. And that was where and so the problem is, though, is that just like a lot of things, they were doing blanket rulings on everything. And so YouTube was like, well, we're just going to take your channel away. And I'm like, what? And so I stopped making videos because we had to kind of figure out how to proceed forward.
Funny, because looking at early Ryan stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, I think the biggest issue was the logo was too big. It took up like the entire screen back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember going, what was it that I didn't like about the early Ryan ones, even though it was a cool idea?
The watermarks, right?
It took up half the screen.
No, we just kept building on it. This Black Series rundown was the only time I did a Black Series rundown because I stopped liking Black Series after 2019.
The Black Series kind of suck. Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
They do. The line is falling apart. I buy them and I'm like, this is awful.
It also doesn't help that like they were making like all the crap figures, and like you'd get the one good figure and be the chaser of that wave. Like, hey, we finally made like Kanan from Rebels,
and they'd be hard to get.
I remember I had to fight like 5 kids for it,
and
I don't regret it.
Top 5 G.I. Joe most wanted G.I. Joe classified figures. Nemesis Enforcer was on that, and I finally got him. The start of the Jack Sonic line. Oh, this is where I stopped reviewing individual classified because these did so poorly that I was like, fine, I'll just do rundowns. That's what I do. And it's funny because as poorly as they done, it shows my audience has grown. The Nemesis Immortal review I did recently did better than all of those. So, that's good stuff. Gundam Seed. I'm hungry. I just realized. Power Rangers rundowns. Oh yeah, I think Model Kit Monday, the last one was the Real Grade Zeong, which I won in a contest and actually got before the Japanese release. They sent it early, and I was like, oh, okay. I did a DC Multiverse rundown, but then it got too chaotic in 2021. Did a Power Rangers rundown. Oh, Model Kit Monday. I guess the last one was the Gundam and the G-Doc. I think that was the last one. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Card unboxings. Star Trek Playmates review was one of my favorite things I ever did. Fantastic stuff, I think. Tier list is videos before they became tier lists on streams. Channel updates. Star Trek Playmates is what got me to get back into making videos consistently. So that ended my depression era. Was the Playmates thing.
Too bad that ended.
I know, but I got new things to look at now, like Blu-rays and comics and stuff. Oh, Gundam Life Crate 3 from 2 years ago. Yeah, 4 never came out, and they never refunded me. NECA and Loot Crate took $50 from me. Some of these videos are fun, like the Ghostbusters, like the little mini marshmallow guys. Those were fun. Reviewing every movie I watched in 2021 was kind of a mess. That wasn't one of my best videos. Classified rundown. I did a Masterverse
Oh,
rundown,
sorry.
but then it died. I just stopped doing stopped collecting Masterverses heavily. 13 Years, 13 Dreams is an autobiographical short film. I'm actually pretty proud of that video. That was a cool one. More Playmates.
My favorite part was when your anniversary did stuff, and we were just like, ugh.
I liked how
referring to. You know exactly what I'm referring to.
I know what you're referring to. I liked this is when I started getting into like doing different types of videos instead of just straight reviews or rundowns. Like when I did this Everyone's Making Turtles and like talking about all the current Ninja Turtle toy lines, that's when I started mixing up the formats, and like that's what I'm still doing nowadays is stuff like that. That's why I started coming Mill Creek Ultraman was in 2022. The Jazzwares Sonic video, that was pretty great. There's a lot of good stuff in here. There's some messy stuff. This how Beast Wars Reignited Transformers video. I thought I had that was a good one. You okay?
Oh, I just saw a really effed up meme that I thought Metal made, and then I realized it was another friend of mine,
Oh,
and
okay.
I have to share it to you. I have to share
let's
it to
see.
you.
Oh, we got mini plot. Oh god, I never reviewed mini plotted Dinosaur because I never finished building them. I haven't had time to build things. Psychos, that
You're
Beast Wars video
telling
made you get
me.
the Beast Wars stuff. That's good. I'm glad you spent money. Indiana Jones artifacts. Blu-rays and DVDs that I own that I don't even like. That's a great video. I tried to predict the Ghost Rider Haslab and ended up creating something better than what they offered us. Don't you hate when that happens? Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here. There's more for collection videos, pretty fun. And then we have Month of Monsters, my greatest failure. Just kidding. It's my favorite series of videos I probably ever made, but like nobody watched them because I realized it was on that day that I realized how niche the Universal monsters were.
Okay, listen, you know
Yeah.
what? They're not really niche. It's just all these younglings are the problem. It's one of those times where I'm gonna.
That's what
embrace
makes them
the boomer
niche, man.
side and
That's
say, y'all,
you literally just
y'all
described what
fucked
makes
up.
something niche. They're niche because it's a
Y'all
smaller
fucked up.
audience.
Yes, the younglings are a problem.
I know.
Gotta get rid of the younglings.
I'm just gonna teach them. Okay, they're just gonna go to Dark Universe at Epic Universe and understand. I loved doing Month of Monsters, and I'll never apologize for it. Miteki, sorry, Sakura, this new SHF girl in town. Thank you, Astronaut, for saying it's underrated, because I agree. It sounds conceited when I say that, but I think this was one of my best works, and I've repackaged it a couple times just to try to, like, try to make up for it.
I need you to see that meme as soon as possible. That
When we're done, let me finish then. Okay. Oh my god, we're still going. There was a compilation of the Star Trek Playmates video doing the Ultraman Orb stuff. The rundowns getting fully drawn thumbnails by Ryan. Those are freaking great. Especially the Lightning Collection one where Silver's holding his boots and Pink's missing a head and all kinds of good stuff. There's some other good videos and good reviews in here.
I remember how that thumbnail triggered people. Like, they
oh
were just,
yeah,
like, triggered. They're like, "How dare you make fun of the fandom?" And you're like, "What? I'm in it."
Well, yeah, it's like we weren't making fun of the fandom. We were making fun of the QC problems. Like that was good times.
Triggered people.
The heinous history of Bill and Ted toys. I'm putting that in the chat right now. For anyone that hasn't watched this video that's on this stream, go watch this after the stream. That's your homework for the day. Go watch this video.
Don't do it, people. It's a lie.
It's great.
Don't do it. It's a
and
lie.
You can also hear about how it got scammed out of $60. Anyways, Angelwoman was a frustrating figure. I stopped reviewing the Naruto Figuarts, and I don't really get comments going, so when's Orochimaru's review? I don't know if I'll ever get back to him. I might start doing them as shorts probably for what's coming up. I'll probably just do like, here's Itachi, here's Pain. Like I'm not gonna backtrack at this point. Yeah, G.I. Joe stuff. Month of Monsters story compilation. Month of Monsters 2, which also didn't do great. There's not going to be a Month of Monsters 3. That's how things go. Sonic Home Media History is pretty good. Thank you, Buteki, for watching the Bill and Ted video, because I love that video. Rundowns. I like the rundown for 2023 Marvel Legends. It's just called Please Send Help. It's a lot less. It's a lot less this year, which will be nice. And then we're kind of into this month's stuff, or this year's stuff, which is... I think it's been a solid year on the channel, personally speaking. Wheels, do you think I've been doing good or do I suck? It's put you on the spot.
Which part? Which part about sucking? No, I just want to make sure before I throw you down the stairs or not.
Do you think my videos suck, or do you think this year's been pretty good? Because I think it's been one of the best years. I mean, we got Sentai Showcase, we got the X-Men Teams video, we got the Amiibo video, we got the How to Watch Godzilla. We're doing the guides. What do you think? What do you think?
My honest opinion is, while you do have a good schedule, I think some weeks you should do like I did, where it was 3-2, 3-2 a week.
That's too confusing for the algorithm. That's too confusing for me.
I'm just saying. I think sometimes some of the videos don't breathe enough, because some videos do really get lost in the shuffle when you have 3 a week.
Well, I only do 2 a week.
That's my real big.
I only do 2 a week.
I'm saying even with the stream, they don't somehow play nice with each other.
Yeah, but they're in different categories, because streams don't affect videos, don't affect shorts. They're in 3 different algorithm tiers. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun that YouTube takes videos and splits them into 3s? That's also why, that's a good point of, like, not letting videos breathe. That's why I've been trying to do, like, if I do a big video, the following week's videos are, like smaller videos, right? Like, for example, like, I did this big Marvel vs. Capcom video, and it's like, this week is just a Blu-ray review and a Deck Arranger license. So, I do need to experiment with changing up the schedule a little bit. Because YouTube might be willing to let me do that now. We'll see. But I do agree on the breathing part, because it does get sometimes a little crowded. 2016, that's a C.
Yeah, no, and then I don't need to hear you saying about how you can't do something for the site because you're busy editing.
Yeah, because I'm busy doing this thing. The schedule we have has been working better than any schedule has, algorithmically speaking. This schedule has been working better than any other schedule, so we'll keep it going for the moment.
Rhythm can suck my balls, man.
I know, me too. But the problem is that you live by the algorithm, you die by the algorithm. You're stuck with it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. One of the biggest issues is when people in not just our fandom of, like, say, Tokusatsu or whatnot, or when the people that were, like, during the pandemic or pre the pandemic, like, for some reason around the 2017 into the pandemic era, there were so many content creators that were like, I'm going to do, like, a stupid-ass video or a vlog a day about this thing. And it, like, ruined the rest of the community. You know, the people who had, like, scheduled out, like, here's a new video each week. Or here's a video on Monday, here's the follow-up on Friday. And then we repeat the same steps. They screwed up the algorithm so hard. And some of these people acknowledged they ruined the algorithm. And for some of the other people, they're like, I don't care. I do whatever I want because I'm blah 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 at this convention.
Like Mr. Beast.
I think I'm a great person. I was referring to the one that acted like a giant "See you next Tuesday" to us at 2018, but pretty much Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Omander said the equivalent of telling the boss to suck it. Yeah, you can't go. You can't. The thing is, like, you can be like, the algorithm sucks, but it's like, what pays you at the end of the day? Like, you gotta kind of follow what it says. I just ranked everything without, like, getting into it, but this is where I feel 2018 was awful. But I think this is where I feel like 2022, 2024 has been pretty great. 2023 was good, just not as good. But
they have 2 2018s.
We don't have 2 2018s.
Oh, sorry, it's just blurred on my side.
It's 2016. Muteki says pandemic introduced me to you guys. Yeah, I mean, I was not doing as many videos in 2020 because I was working at the census where they were having me work 18-hour shifts 6 days a week.
I love the census horror stories. They were great.
That was a fun time. I actually,
especially the woman who thought she was getting kidnapped. That one's my favorite story.
Oh, I mean the one that almost hit me with her car?
It's the one who tried to run you over. Too.
Yes. She swore that we were trying to kidnap her. Me and this thin girl in a blanket were trying to kidnap her. And it was like, no, we just needed the government property back. Yeah, Oma Ender is like, I was too busy moving in the pandemic and working 10 to 12 hour days to watch YouTube. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I wasn't watching as much either because I was at a job where I was doing IT for the census and we were working like 12 hours and it was 16 hours and we were 18 hours. And it was 6 days a week and it was just like, it was exhausting. And then we'd have days where the computer system would be down, but we'd still have to be at work for 18 hours and it was like, or 16 hours, and it was like, what? Why? Can we just leave? Like, we're making so much overtime, it's not going to affect our bottom line. Muteki, we did do the census during COVID. It was 2020. I had a 10-week paid vacation from the census because they shut down the office and said, come back in 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks became 10. And then at some point, they're like, you have to come back or we're not going to pay you. So
remember the one thing about when you were working at the census and you had that infamous 10 weeks, that 2 weeks, 10 paid weeks vacation?
Yeah.
The funniest thing that was like literally, what was it? It was like you and me, like it was like 2012 all over again. It'd be like Soundout's up to like almost 6 a.m. East Coast time, and we're just sitting there watching Tokusatsu, and I'm just like, all right, next episode, Soundout. All right,
Yep.
next episode. We're like just sitting there watching.
Because where was I going to go
Tokusatsu
the next
like
day, right?
7 a.m. Yeah, and then I remember my mom would be getting up to go to work. Like, who are you talking to? Everyone's usually at work now. There's no Oga. Who's here? And I'm like, it's me and Soundout. And she's like, what's Soundout doing? Doesn't he work? I go, yeah, but he's on Mountain Time. We're just sitting there like watching like Kamen Rider Ichigo. I think we're just sitting there watching episodes of Ichigo. Going,
It was fun times. That was when I redid the back room completely and like kind of made it similar to what it is now. Now that I've had that for 4 years, I want to redo it.
We're literally watching episodes. There was like one day we were literally watching like 3 movies while I'm like telling you to put stuff on the shelf. You're like, all right, which shelf should I put this on? That one over there. No, that one. No, the one to your left. No, that's your right. Your left. Your left.
As we know,
your goddamn left.
Just like Zorro, I have no sense of direction. Anyways, on that fun note, that's how I ranked the years. Thank you for joining us for the 25,000 subscriber special. Wheels, did you see the artwork that Ryan made?
Where is it?
It's on the stream.
Where is it?
It's
Hold on,
right
let me
here.
try to hit the live button because for every time I go to a different thumbnail, it just like decides to like say you're not live and lags the stream. Like I go over like checking my notifications. I see it. It's like you crying like Naruto or something.
It's Chopper from One Piece.
Okay.
It's
a
very famous scene, but yes, that's our 25,000.
I was in the big three. I was in the big three.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
On a Hamaru.
You were good. You were in the range. Yeah, Wolverine's being manhandled by Giant Man.
I don't know why though. Found out now I'm gonna Photoshop the part of you screaming and doing really like a hoagie sensor bar.
Yes, that you could do it if you want. All right, I'm tired. We went really long. This was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Did you guys enjoy this? Chat, did you guys enjoy this? Oma Ender watched 45 Sentai over lockdown. Damn, that's impressive.
Oma Ender, you know what? I appreciate the fact that you pulled a me back during the DT Kingdom days. Me, I got nothing to do. Looks like I'm watching all this Sentai and Metal Hero.
Nowadays, I'm watching Naruto and wanting for it to be over. Oh my god, I'm so close. How's Thursday and Friday? What about Thursday and Friday? Off days? Oh, I got videos coming out. They're not like super crazy. Thursday's short is funny and weird. Friday's video is going to be the SP1 license from Decker Ranger 20th. It does that, and then it makes sounds. I got that review because I thought, it's a holiday. I can get these done early and then take the rest of the week off. So that's kind of how I do things. Yeah, I gotta edit. There's an interview I need to edit. How fancy!
Two.
I only want to enter. There's only one of them I actually want to edit though. So there's the fun tease for you.
I know. For some reason,
one of them's gonna get done before the other.
I hate the Power Ranger one.
I don't want to do the Power Ranger one.
Well, you got to, because here's the thing.
We'll talk about it later. Anyways, we should wrap up because
if we make Ryan do it, he's gonna run his head through the wall.
I mean, I don't want to run my head through the wall, and I feel like we're gonna run the same. Anyways, we need to. Elman just says I caught up with Sentai. Boom Boom Drew has been hurting. Yeah, it's funny when you catch up on a show and then you have to watch it weekly. I happened to meet Doctor Who. I was just like, I just want to watch the next one now. Anyways, Wheels, do you want to promote anything?
Go check us out at hero-club.com. Sign up, put the link in the chat.
I will.
As well as follow us across social media using Hero Club for Life. Check out our YouTube channel where most of our YouTube videos are, our interviews. Some of them have been in Tokusatsu in Japan, Tokusatsu here in America. Some of them voiced in Tokusatsu and anime and whatnot, and directed stuff like that.
Go look at all
Yeah,
of our
and
interviews.
etc.
Read all of them. Watch all of them. Just do all of it. All of them.
Yeah, do that. Do that. And then if you really like us, and we can get the Patreon or the GoFundMe to work, not the GoFundMe, the Ko-fi to work, you can send us money there if you want to support us.
Mm-hmm. All right. Like I said, videos this week as scheduled. There will be stuff for holiday time frame, but it's gonna be fun. You guys are gonna like it. I already got the shorts done. Just gotta edit the full videos and then take the week off because it's Thanksgiving week. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks again for us getting over 25,000 subscribers. Crazy times, but love y'all, and we will be
I
back.
hear your reaction live on air.
What was that?
No, it's like I without you showing the chat the meme, I kind of want to just hear your reaction to that meme. It's so effed.
Okay, send it right now. Send it right now. I'll do you this favor.
I sent it to you. Check your Facebook. Check your Facebook.
Okay. All right. Oh God. Oh no! I just undocked the thing from OBS because I dropped my phone. Oh, my Wicked soundtrack shipped. Thanks, Walmart. Where is it at? Okay.
I want the chat to hear your live reaction of you seeing this meme that killed me minutes ago.
All right.
Like we can't show the meme because it's a little effed, but it's.
Yep. All right. Good night, everybody. See you next week.